Possible by contributions from the following. The Bear Family McDonald's, proud supporters of our community since 1967. Stop by one of their 30 area McDonald's restaurants today. Rosen Hyundai of Algonquin and Genesis of Algonquin. Looking for a brand new Hyundai or certified pre-owned? It's Rosen Express online buying made simple. Go to rosenhyundai.com or genesisofalgonquin.com. For all your heating or cooling needs, count on Custom Heating and Cooling of Chicagoland. Featuring sales, installation, and 24-hour emergency service, find them online at customheating.com. Custom Heating and Cooling, powered by Bryant, whatever it takes. Tom the Plumber, service and installations of the highest quality and craftsmanship. Tom the Plumber, honest and affordable. Visit Tom online at tomtheplumberinc.com. And Daryl Barnes Photography for portraits, family and graduation photos, sports team photos, and more. Contact Daryl Barnes Photography at darylbarnes.com.
And a pleasant good evening, everyone, and welcome as we talk with you right here on Beacon Academy. We get ready for exciting homecoming tilt for your Storm of South Elgin High School. You see the field. Yours truly, Jeff Myers, along with Nick Martinez and the great crew that we have Beacon Academy. We're delighted to be here. This should be a fun night homecoming as we see the game almost underway.
Oh, yeah. What a great way to end the homecoming week. We just had the pep assembly earlier today. Everyone was so pumped up. And as you can see, all the nearly 2,000 fans are in the stands and ready to enjoy this South Elgin versus Aurora East game.
Should be fun. Let's see if our graphics are working, because we're going to remind you that this game is brought to you by our season sponsor, the Bear Family McDonald's, proud supporters of our community since 1967. Stop by one of their 30 area McDonald's restaurants today. We appreciate them being aboard and also our sponsors for this great season ahead. We're excited to do football. It's been a while. You've seen, Nick, you saw the team in action last week in their 47-12 victory over Larkin. So, you know, after a sluggish second week, by the fourth week they were back in full tilt, weren't they?
Oh, yeah. It took just a little bit for them to find their groove, but once they found it, they kept rolling, as the Storm often do. 16 consecutive home wins currently for the Storm, and it looks like they are going to try to keep that streak going against the Tomcats. You can see him warming up right outside now. And both teams looking to come back strong. Aurora East currently on a 2-game losing streak. Storm still remaining undefeated at 4-0 atop the Upstate 8.
And you mentioned the Tomcats of East Aurora have a great tradition. They can trace their lineage of basketball and football way back into the 1800s. Football back to 1893, I think they could travel, as they match up against West Aurora. They're no longer in the same conference, but they are now 1-3, as you might have mentioned, on the season. They have a victory over Elgin last week of 20-14, but losing to Glenbard South, Bartlett, they did, and earlier in the season as well. So they are actually 1-3 the first 4 games of the year, and
yeah,
a little bit more competitive they are this year, it looks like.
Oh yeah, definitely look a little stronger than recent years. Gonna have a tough matchup today against the Storm, but as we can see them warming up, they're looking pretty good in warm-ups right now. You never know, football's football, anything can happen, and you can see the Tomcats with some early sparks early in this game.
And Nick Martinez, you've seen the triple option throughout this season, so you know that Jake Sullivan, a fine quarterback,
oh,
and
yeah,
he can pass to Montgomery, he can toss to somebody else. He's got a lot of options out there, doesn't he?
Oh, a ton of options in this offense. You know, they've scored about 186 points over the season, and the bigger thing is that they've only allowed 25 points across their 4 games to opposing teams. Offense has a ton of firepower, but really what ties this team together is its defense, led by the senior Nathan Dinsey, number 50. We're definitely going to see a lot of him today in this game.
For fans of the team, the victories over the teams that Storm have knocked off this year, West Chicago 51-0. They battled against Glenbard East 22-6. The Fenton Bisons were no problem at 66-7. And then Larkin was a 47-12 victory last week. As it turned out, after 51 points, 22 and 66 in the first 3 games, they were just shy of averaging 47 points a game.
Crazy.
And I'll be danged if they didn't score exactly 47 in game 4.
Yeah, we're hoping for 47 again. You know, you got to keep the average
right.
together and stuff.
That's
we
right.
just saw
Our Southmore game was 48-0.
Exactly,
Had they missed
yeah.
the extra point, we would have been there.
we would have just been there.
So you're delighted you're aboard here. We appreciate Beacon Academy allowing us to be in the booth again. And we say hello to everybody. Their great instructor, Ben Erickson, of course, and Owen Stout and Justin in charge of everything tonight. And it's always exciting to be here. It's a great crowd. We have a wonderful public address man, David Smith, one of your English teachers.
English
Not
teachers,
for you,
yeah, senior
Nick,
English.
He's right at school. He'll be keeping us informed with his voice just to our right. We're ready for exciting football action, and homecoming style it will be.
What a great way to start the weekend. Nothing better than some Storm football. A little chilly today, but it'll sure be a fun one.
No question. You see it right there. You see the troops out there, and they've got some great numbers. It's been such an exciting school that began, in the 2004-5 season, 5-6 year.
Yeah.
They've always put out a great team, great numbers, with the Kenyon Farms being so close and their cattle in the backdrop.
Yeah,
here
I think you can see the
we can still
cows
see
right
cattle.
in the back
The Kenyon
right there.
Farms,
Yeah.
they're so legendary in South Elgin. The cattle still lurking out there. They have amongst the best seats in the house because they don't have
Exactly.
to pay. And they're watching the game from that site. Kenyon Farm still existing just a little bit to what would be our east here. So we appreciate that. This school has been such a great addition to U46. I know Superintendent Sanders, one of his favorite venues, always coming here. So we should be fun. And, oh, there we go. Now tell me about this group.
Oh, so we got the student section here. The theme's whiteout, obviously, as you can see. All the fans showing their school spirit. We have one of the best student sections by far in U46. All the fans coming out supporting their Storm football. And they're in for a great game here as we expect the Storm to put up high numbers against the Tomcats.
Are they always donned in white, or is this special tonight? Are they always
Just special tonight. We have camo, we got tropical themes, we got a bunch of themes.
and homecoming fun? So, hey,
Oh, yeah.
look who's here. Xander, yeah,
Oh, yeah.
The great family Z and company. He's at school now up in Michigan. He's doing real well. And Dad, you're proud,
Blue
aren't you, at
Devils,
Lawrence
yeah.
Technical School? And I told your daughter earlier that the summer was incredible. You guys played so much softball. You traveled the world, young man. Around the family. So we appreciate your it was great to follow all that, and we follow, and Z's promised he'd come back for the Hinkle Holiday Classic. Good to see you. Good to see you. We're big old friends right here.
Oh,
Great
yeah,
to see
awesome
it.
to see alumni,
it is.
parents,
It's delightful
and stuff
there.
like that.
They're
yeah.
so active, and Addison in the booth upstairs right now, or in the truck she would be here tonight. So we get ready for football action. You're delighted we're aboard. We might be a little rusty for football action, but Nick, you're seeing a lot of action. You're enjoying it all, and it's just a great time to be out here. And especially, it was real hot early in the week, but now it's almost football weather here tonight.
Exactly, yeah. Definitely entering the fall season, little chilly, but when fall comes, football comes with it.
Yeah, it's great. No, we're delighted here. You see the cheerleading squad, and all good things are happening here tonight as we just look around. You take it all in. We've got the great camera crew here. We're going to have the toss of the coin here at the 50-yard line. We'll see who's going to receive, who's going to kick here in just a moment. We've got the best view in the house right here.
Oh, yeah.
So let's see what we come up with here as we shake hands. And we should see this official toss. The referees will toss, if we haven't already, as they talk to the captains. You got, we see Mr. Sullivan out there, number 4, of course.
Oh, yeah, quarterback. And you got Tommy Roth, number 53, another strong player for the Storm. I got to be honest, once I saw the Tomcats helmets, it looks like the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Yeah,
right there
oh, yeah,
with the flag.
they totally.
Oh, exactly.
They've changed that over the years because that's, I hope Tampa Bay okayed that, how sensitive they are in the NFL. But they are indeed. It's going to look like it's going to be received. It will be by the Storm, it looks like, the way I see it here. Let's see how they go that. I'm thinking Yeah, it's going to
Received by the
offense. It
Storm,
will be
yep.
for the Storm to start, and the Tampa Bay squad will kick. And you're right. That flag looks like that. Maybe they've got Tom Brady on the sideline somewhere.
He could make an appearance today.
Or his wife might be without him. You never can tell. Here we go. As we get ready for exciting football action, happy you've joined us. We'll remind you, our first quarter is sponsored by Rosen Hyundai of Algonquin and Genesis of Algonquin. If you're looking for a brand new or certified pre-owned, it's Rosen Express online. Buying made simple. Go to rosenhyundai.com and genesisofalgonquin.com. We're excited, aren't we?
Oh, yeah. I'm just so pumped to have our first broadcast of football of the year. Hopefully many more to come, but it's just exciting to be back up here in the booth and to see the Storm, especially at home and for homecoming.
No
Just
question
awesome
about
to
that. It should be a fun day. David Smith, our English teacher at the school, is our public address man. We'll rely on him quite a bit. He's got a powerful voice.
Oh, yeah, it's really fun to listen to.
Oh, gosh,
right?
yeah. He hangs on there. Storm.
Exactly,
He goes
yeah.
on forever, doesn't he?
Yeah, we're keeping track of how long he keeps his
He's
Storm
done well,
going.
and he knew all about Beacon Academy and some of the good work that you kids have done. So we fully appreciate that. There we go. Your name and lights there, Nick Martinez. Mom's listening.
Oh, yeah,
watching
Mom's
and
listening at
up.
home. She's nice and cozy with the candle and a blanket at home.
That's wonderful.
We're up in the booth, kind of chilly up here.
Appreciate that. Certainly, we're delighted to be here, and our association with Ben Erickson goes way back to Ben's WRMN radio days and his Larkin High School days. He is enjoying. He's got a busy day tomorrow. Ben will be involved with the Elgin Short Film Festival.
Oh, yeah.
Beacon, the kids aren't there, but Ben will take care of feeding it to the world for that short film festival. That sees Mike Toomey of WGN, the MC, and short films come from all over the globe. And then the best ones are picked tomorrow at the Hammond Cultural Center in Elgin. If you're listening to us live, that is fun. Just a little social note there. But we're ready to go, and pep rally.
Yeah, the pep rally
that was
today.
Fun, wasn't it?
It was super fun. We had some teacher versus students type of stuff. Some teachers, we actually did a charity event. The teachers that raised the most money actually got pied in the face at the pep rally.
Really?
Yeah.
Is there video of that from the Beacon kids?
We probably might have something
Boy,
there.
that would be
but
fun
we
to
do
see
a lot
that.
of
We
fun
see the student
stuff for a
section
pep
again.
rally.
We're up here waving. You can almost see us.
Nice
But
to see
this
us
is a
up
beautiful
there.
sight.
See the Beacon crew up there, just up top. Great view.
It is. It is. This is wonderful. Great venue this is for the Upstate 8. Great school it is for football for that entire conference. And you've won 16 in a row here at home and haven't really tasted all that many defeats over the years. You always get into postseason play in recent times.
Exactly,
And
yeah.
exciting it is as we probably preparing here for our national anthem in just a couple of seconds.
Yeah,
We're happy that you've joined us, and we got a great crew upstairs. They're working hard up there. They're high atop things right here at our venue in South Elgin, Illinois, as we should be ready for that in just a few moments. Nick Martinez, you've had a good school year so far, haven't you?
Oh, yeah, early in the school year, junior year, just like a lot of the South Elgin Storm football players, a lot of juniors involved.
That's great.
With the operation, but everyone's having a good start
Your
to the
gym
school
teacher
year.
was in the booth, or she's back.
She's
Your gym
back,
teacher's
yeah,
right there,
Miss
is that right?
Mack, school gym teacher, yeah.
So she's handling some of the duties. The marching storm, you can see it where you see the lineup there for now. You see the marching storm will come from far side to near side as the pageantry of homecoming continues right here at South Elgin. This is a great venue tonight.
Oh, yeah. Great environment, great fans. Everything's just awesome here tonight. You can't go wrong watching some Storm football.
I
see
know
both
the
teams
legendary
lining
coach,
up, yeah.
Coach Hinkle, is known for basketball.
Yeah.
He loves the band. that you guys
Exactly,
had.
yeah.
He loved when they were indoors for the
Band's been
basketball season. We
awesome,
congratulate
yeah.
Coach Hinkle be with us in the basketball season. He was inducted into Jacobs Hall of Fame in recent weeks.
Yeah,
After a great coaching career.
congratulations. Congratulations to Coach Hinkle. Great job.
He's also already in the IBCA, the Illinois Basketball Coaches Association, which they now have a new venue at Wintrust in Bedford Park. So here we go as we get ready for a song or selection or two before our national anthem.
There you go. You can see the SE, South Elgin, right there.
That's great. We're just enjoying that music as well with everybody at home. Hard to step on that, but we're having a good time with that. Hope you're hearing that all right, wherever you might be on our feed for YouTube and elsewhere. Wonderful work.
Awesome work, yeah.
Almost as good as a Broadway show.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Got a great football game, get a little entertainment, and now you got your 2020 state champs in the cheer squad.
And that we're running out. It's great. And they have the big finish right there. Wonderful. Crowd roaring. Congratulations. I think our national anthem should be next on the dossier. We will stand up as one and get ready for football action here at South Elgin High School as we have our national anthem coming your way. There you have it. You saw by the flag, kind of a quiet wind night, isn't it? With the flag wasn't flowing briskly there.
Let's hear it for your 2022 South Elgin High School Varsity football team.
Again, our public address man, David Smith, doing a nice job. We welcome the team and get ready to see if they can win for the 17th consecutive time here at home in South Elgin. As they roar out there with a perfect 4-0 slate on the season, averaging 47 points a game and going as high as 66. Nick?
Crazy numbers and stats from the Storm. Definitely looking to continue it tonight against the Tomcats. Great start to the game from the band to the cheer team and even the introductions. Great night. We are setting up for here at South Elgin High School.
Pageantry, great as you mentioned there, and we see look up close. We've got great camera crew here from high atop the venue and on field side as well. So get ready. We'll have a delightful 2+ hours for you for exciting Storm football coming away, courtesy of the great crew that is Beacon Academy of South Elgin High School.
Yeah, great work from our camera crew. Glad we were able to bring you guys this game from the Storm home arena.
Can you play an instrument, Nick? Can you play any?
I dabbled in the trumpet,
Did you?
in middle school.
Is that
and
right?
then,
So if we could take you out of the booth, you could go right out there and suit up. Is that right?
Probably not.
Ah.
But I can
There we
try.
go. There's our fandom again in the white attire on this night.
Whiteout, yep.
The whiteout it is.
Not gonna lie, the Tomcat student section isn't looking too strong across the
well,
way.
East Aurora, yeah, they're a great tradition. And it might not travel well, but again, one of the greatest schools as far as basketball and folklore over the years. They played basketball in 3 centuries. And I assume the football accomplished that as well. They are a school that goes way back to at least 1893, East against West, West Aurora.
Yeah.
Also a great school. East has produced some marvelous talent over the years, especially in basketball. But they have a great tradition. They've been down a little bit in basketball, but we saw them pick up last year when we picked them up at tournament time.
Yeah.
They were much stronger at the St. Charles East tournament, as I recall.
we saw them there
in
at
basketball,
St. Charles
yes.
East. Yeah,
so
basketball.
they're coming back with that again because they've produced wonderful talent over the years for basketball play. And again, the Storm will receive. So who's back in deep formation there for us?
Back deep is Kyle Steinhofer, senior, number 6. Let's see what he can do here. Special teams from the Storm has been one of their best features during these early games. Let's see what they can do on the opening kickoff.
All right, 3 men back deep. We'll see how the Tomcats of East Aurora will play it. They might squib it a little bit.
Yeah.
Left-footed kicker, it appears to be at this vantage point for us. And
always
here we go. Oh, a whistle. Something was probably somebody offsides there.
Already a flag.
Flag is early. They were hustling to get downfield, so we'll do it again. That was just practice. You know how that works.
Yeah, they just needed to get a
Catch our wind a little bit that way. So we'll do it again. Can you catch that number of our kicker out there? We can do. We'll probably try to deliver that to the East Aurora fandom as well. As we look, it's easier to see on our screen as we look and see and catch that. Here we go. He's number 12. It looks to be number 12. That would be Nathan Downey would be our kicker the way I would see it. Yeah, number 12 it is. He also has the quarterback listed. Downey with the toe. Here it is short this time. It is Nick and taken there. Let's see the movement. Oh, right up the middle and almost to midfield. Who was that returned that real quick?
Steinhofer. Kyle, good run there.
Wide out. So he got it to about the 48-yard line, perhaps, on his side of the field, but almost at midfield. So a good start for your Storm, and we'll probably see a lot of that tonight, one would think.
Oh, yeah,
we'll
definitely going to
see as we look at the huddle.
The offensive scheme. I'm interested to see what they come out with early. We talked about the play-action passes, the 3-read options for the Storm.
Jake Sullivan, the great quarterback, as you know. He's a junior. He's number 4 out there. Mason Montgomery, number 8, lots of action, as you mentioned. And Kyle, of course, number 6. We'll see him a lot. Tight formation, they have it now. Shotgun, the gun formation with running backs on either actually a triple right or man in motion. That's going to be Montgomery. Here's the handoff, right up the middle of things. Going to get to about the 45-yard line.
Good strong run there. You can see the Tomcats open early with man coverage, no zone.
That triple option's amazing to see.
Exactly,
man.
yeah.
You had many options there. It's about a 7-yard pickup, sets up a second down at about 3 it would be for your Storm. See how we play it again. They're fun to watch, no question on offense.
Oh, yeah, great coaching from Dragon Tionic. He's just done a great job in his head coaching role with the Storm.
You see how they line up again. A shotgun for the QB, Sullivan, but he's got options on right and left and behind, man in motion as well. Juggles it, he'll throw deep. It's going to be overthrown. That looked like Montgomery out there, was it not? Yeah, Mason was out there. He was open, about 2 yards overthrown.
Yeah, Montgomery turned on the Jets and got out against the Tomcats defense. Good thing, though, to see that early in the game, those deep throws. You have options.
Yeah.
Just got to thread the needle.
Shows the versatility of the offense. I can not only toss right and left or go short, I can go long. Just easy.
Exactly.
We'll try it now. It would be 3rd down at about 3 from about the 45-yard line of East Aurora. They line up in that formation, man in motion. Who's got the football down deep? It's going to be, we see a flag flying. 2 flags. The carrier gets it to about the 40-yard line, but the flag, a flag
fumble here.
Was it a fumble?
It's a fumble.
There's a
recovered
fumble
by the Tomcats. We do have a flag.
Let's see what that was. I saw 2 flags, and then we heard about the fumble.
Looks like it's going to be recovered by the Tomcats.
Wow.
Great defensive play from East Aurora.
Who fumbled on that? Would you see who it was?
I could not see.
They had so many options on that.
It just got all crowded right at the line. The Storm really like to work the middle of the field, and good read from the defense of the Tomcats.
Tomcats will set up shop, Nick, at the 41-yard line, their own. 1st and 10 after they got the football after the fumble. We'll see that. Their quarterback, they've used a couple this year. It might be Gabriel Hernandez out there. We'll check that. 17. No, it's going to be 12. It's going to be that kickoff. It's going to be Downey. We check. We'll keep looking now as we check that. That's their QB will be number 12, the handoff, and they'll fall forward for maybe a half-yard or thereabouts. I realized I was making number 12 Downey for those guys. He's on our team. So it looks like Michael Moravec is your quarterback, a 5'11" lad, class of 23. So Downey is our man that we wanted to give him number 12 earlier. Sets up a 2nd and 9, Nick.
Exactly. Interested to see
on
what
the far
Tomcats
side, 2 wideouts on the near side. A split back formation, if you will, and in the slot. Quarterback Hand it off. Hey, they get open. Midfield, 45, 40. He might go all the way. What a great speed burner that was.
Wow,
he
look at
does.
that speed.
Check that number, and that might be Ralph Clark. Is that what you see, number 2?
Yeah.
Clark.
2 plays into the game, and the East Aurora Tomcats are already on the board.
Wowie. That was about a 58-yarder, was it not?
It was 58
unofficially. He was
yards.
running at 42. Ralph Clark, a 5'11 lad, got out wide and outran the quick
Exactly.
Storms team.
He just got right into the middle of the field, and you saw him sprint out to the left and just kept running all the way to the house. 2 plays, and the Storm already down by 6 points.
That's incredible.
Wow, what a turnaround. The fumble right at midfield. Tomcats looking strong early in this game.
That was something. Hand it to him.
No good on the kick.
So they lead. That was a 2-play drive, as you mentioned. That took place at the 10-10 mark. We'll say unofficially 58-yarder by Clark, and it's 7-0 just like that for East Aurora. That is amazing. East Aurora 1-3 on the campaign, but a much more athletic team this year than we've seen in recent seasons past.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure the East Aurora Tomcats are coming in this game, coming on the road in this tough environment. And that's got to relax them a little bit to get the edge early on and to come up with the fumble and the speed on the outside. Just
and a correction on that for me. I assumed extra point was good. It is not. It's 6-0 on the scoreboard. 6-0 it is. Well, we don't see that every day, do we?
No, we do not from this Storm team. I'm sure they'll turn it around. Steinhofer deep to return yet again. Had a good run early.
Yeah,
in the
we had
first
a man
quarter.
wide open. We'd had the same way. We had a quick 6 points there, but threw him a little bit. So exciting football it is. Happy you've joined us wherever that might be here at Beacon Academy. Yours truly, Jeff Myers, along with Nick Martinez and the Beacon Academy crew. Here's our kickoff short. Fair caught there at about the 29-yard line. It will be for the Storm.
Special
All
teams
right.
doing their job here early on.
That quieted the crowd a little bit, but they'll be loud before the night's over.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I did hear the Boo Birds come out a little bit from the Storm team, but
that was something for us. There's no question about that. But
don't expect to hear that all night.
No. They love their team here, and they know it's a long game, to say the least. But very good for East Aurora fans who the 45 or 50 or so who made the venture here on the far side.
Exactly, yeah.
And here we go. Let's see how the Storm responds now, trailing early.
Keep an eye out for Montgomery. We saw him get loose early in the first drive for the Storm. Let's see if he can do it again here.
Sullivan, your QB again. Man in motion, it looked like there. They have a handoff, and boy, East Aurora's ready for it. They're going to not bring them down, but no forward progress for the Storm. East Aurora's fired up early.
What a great read from the ends to come up. It was all-out blitz to come and pressure Jake Sullivan. They must have heard us about all the read options that the Storm offense has. They're doing their homework. The Tomcats are.
Their scouting report, I guess.
Oh,
early.
yeah, for sure.
We see Sullivan right there. Great look at Sullivan. Jake, the quarterback. Let's see how they line up there. They have so many options. You see that triple option there, to say the least. Sullivan in the shotgun formation, if you might. Man in motion. And toss is coming our way this way. I think right down the middle. It is going to be caught. It looks like Montgomery. No, it's going to be your Kyle
Steinhofer with the grab.
Reception.
What a catch. That was high up in the air. He made the adjustment and came down with the grab. Great way for the Storm to respond.
Yeah, it was great catch. I mean, standing on his foot, he might have rolled right in, but great snatch that was by Kyle. 1st and 10. It is now for the Storm at about the 37-yard line, it will be, of East Aurora. Same formation, shotgun, many options as you see right there. Man in motion, that's going to be Montgomery. All right, up the middle on the far side. Who's got the football?
Montgomery.
Anybody might have it on that far side. He is going to be awfully close inside the 10. What a great run that was.
Flag on the play. We got to see what the refs call here. Flag
that was
here.
Mason, was it not?
That was Montgomery. The Storm love to do that little pitch off to Montgomery.
It's going to come
Steinhofer.
Back. You called it. Good call there, Nick. That's coming back. The great run by Montgomery is wiped out. And the Storm will walk it back, as you see right there. So there you have it. A couple of miscues early for the Storm, and they trail 6-0 on homecoming night. Happy you've joined us wherever you might be as we talk you from South Elgin High School. Storm football coming your way, courtesy of Beacon Academy and the great students here at South Elgin High School. We'll set this up. This will be a pretty much a first and about 18, I think we might be looking at here.
Yeah,
Nick?
push back all the way to midfield. Let's see how they respond here. A couple early miscues, but let's see if they can turn it around.
Sullivan the snap. He'll throw. Looking near side. Too high. Too high that was. He tried to hit his man here on the near flat, but as you saw, the toss was over the head.
Yeah, that was targeted to Lucas Norwal, one of the offensive threats on this Storm team. One of many, but look to see him get some more action in this game. Early targets drawn.
Little homecoming jitters maybe tonight.
Could be.
But it's a strong team, and they respond so well. Trailing 6-0, they'll go for now what would be a 2nd and 18 from the East Aurora 46-yard line. Same formation there. We got a wide out far and near side. Man in motion on the far side. It's going to be Sullivan, keeper. They bring him down maybe. Here comes a bunch of Tomcats. He's not going down, but he's not going forward.
Wow, look at the defensive effort from the Tomcats. Love to see it.
So that will set up a 3rd and long for the Storm. They move it back a little bit. 3rd down that will be. We'll mark it at about the 47-yard line that will be. Almost the same 3rd and 18. Now, what's this whistle here, Nick? What do we got? Some confusion on the far side.
Little mishandle, maybe some equipment down by the Tomcats. Substitution, something like that.
The referee's looking to the far side.
Oh, yeah, substitution.
Yeah, man's coming in. And we should be ready to go now. That'll be the 3rd down. And I'm going to stick with that 18, 3rd and 18-ish. We'll go with.
Subs for both teams. Got to think the Storm are just looking to get into field goal range here, put some points on the board.
Is that Jabari Pruitt who just checked in number 10?
Yeah, Jabari Pruitt.
So Pruitt's in for the Storm. 3rd and long. Let's see how Sullivan and the troops play it. Man in motion, far side. Hand it off.
Montgomery,
it is
here
taken
we go.
By Montgomery. Montgomery to 40, 35, 30. First down for Mason Montgomery. Nice run.
That's what's so nice about having Mason Montgomery on this team. He's a dual threat player. You can slide him in on the outside, and he can carry the ball for you. Great momentum shift for the Storm.
And no huddle here, Nick, so they're going to go right to it. First
Going
and 10.
fast.
23-yard line of, I think maybe the Tomcats might call a timeout. Somebody does. We've stopped the action for whatever reason. Maybe for the referees to catch up. Substitution coming in now, as we would see Lucas return for the Storm and Pruitt out for South Elgin. 1st and 10. We see the replay right here. It's a great view. There's Montgomery with the jaunt, and he knew he was in that first down territory. So the 23-yard line of the Tomcats, 1st and 10 it now is for the Storm. They trail 6-0. It is going to be the football far side. They're going to be pushed out of bounds after a short gain of maybe 3 yards. Montgomery, the carry, that was a lot of trickery there, dude.
Oh, yeah, tried to get it back to Montgomery, but the big story today is the Tomcats are reading the offensive scheme perfectly so far in this game.
They are. East Aurora fans can be proud of this effort for the Tomcats as they are playing well early against one of the finest teams in the state of Illinois. Here we go. This will set up a 2nd down. And we still have 10. I thought he doesn't pick up any yard. No yardage. So 2nd and 10. It will be same formation, wide out near side. And on the far side as well. Sullivan to throw. Sullivan to look. Sullivan to toss. Right here in the flat. It's caught right there. It is going to be a touchdown. Touchdown. Big Kyle goes in from about 20 yards out, does he not?
Oh yeah, Mason Montgomery doing it all for the Storm. Yet another carry, this time into the end zone for 6. They love to feed him the ball and gets him on the board and tie this game up.
So a 20-yard toss that would be on. We'll go officially with that. And that's what we have coming our way.
Great read there from Sullivan. He had plenty of options. You can see here, dumps it off right to. Oh, that's Kyle Steinhofer.
Kyle had that toss. So that ties it up at the 6:36 mark. As how long was that touchdown pass? 20. That was 20 yards.
20-yard pass
to Kyle. Extra point good, so the lead now goes to the Storm at 7-6.
He can kick too.
7-6 the count right there. Nick, exciting we are. We're happy you joined us, whoever it might be, as we're in first quarter action here. South Elgin High School, 6:36 remaining. As you see there in this first quarter, a lot of action early.
Oh yeah, great response from the Storm. Montgomery really helped this offense early on. And then we saw Steinhofer doing it all, special teams, offense, and kicking the extra point to give them the lead. Steinhofer, one of the many wide receiver options in this offense, comes up big for the Storm early on in this game.
After a 58-yard run by Clark had given the Tomcats the lead, the extra point was not good. So we'll see how we play this. Do we short kick ever, or do we usually kick it as far as we can?
Usually kick it as far as we can. Sometimes we'll kick it nice and low to run some time off the clock, but I think in this situation, just try to send them back as far as you can.
This would it not be Brian Cortez with this kick? We hear another whistle, we're ready to go. Some stoppage of action as well. Let's see what it is. One of the referees trotting off the field far side. Here it is.
Looks like
Cortez,
it's
a squibber. It is a short kick. It is scooped up there. Let's see. Ball is loose. It just might be the Storm. Let's find out. Let's see who's got it.
Tomcats
do have it. We theorized maybe a short kick, and by gosh, there they went.
Trying to get the onside kick and trying to get the field position early.
Again, I saw that as Brian Cortez with that. We're playing all kinds of action early, are we not?
Oh, yeah.
So it's a 7-6 lead for South Elgin. It will be Tomcat football. Pretty good field position they're going to have as we set it down on their own, looks like 43-yard line or thereabouts. 1st and 10 for East Aurora. They've had a 58-yard jaunt by their man, Mr. Clark. Shotgun formation for the quarterback, singular running back. Oh, they fumbled.
Look out here.
Dropped it, picked it up. Handoff, dropped it, scooped it up. Still East Aurora's ball, but you saw what happened there.
Got to be careful of the Tomcats. They do with this defensive line of the Storm. They pound on the ball right when they see it drop. That's the instinct you got to have if you want to have a 4-0 record in the conference.
So the quarterback for those guys, Michael Moravec in there, number 12. There you see that. It's going to be 2nd down and 14 after that fumble. You see 5:55 remaining here in the first quarter. Wide out near and far side. Actually a double wide out on the far side. Man in the slot. Shotgun for the QB, singular running back. And it looks like it was a man was actually there in the end. Can he turn the corner? We'll find out. He's back to about the line of scrimmage and shy of that.
Big hit.
Brought down nicely there. The crowd roars with that takedown.
Tringali with the big hit there. Like we said early on, what ties this team together is the defensive play and the work and connection that this group has. And you can see a great stop here to make it 2nd and 14.
Tringali, good effort there. They lost actually a yard on that. 3rd and 15 it will be. From about just shy of the 43 now. They were just ahead of the 43 of their own. So we'll try this 3rd down play.
Haven't seen many passes from the Tomcats early on. A lot of rushing and a lot of play action.
3rd and 15. Let's see how they play it. They might be in a throwing mode here to the far side. They're going to quarterback keeper, I think. He's not going to get very far, though. Brought down right there at a loss of about 3 yards or so. So that sets up a 4th down. 4th down, and we'll kick it away, you would think the Tomcats would. They trailed 7-6 early going. They had a 6-0 lead early in the tilt. They'll boot it away. Can we catch a number out there? Looks to be that the kicker might be, I don't want to say Ralph Clark, but I'm not sure for those guys. We check here. We can see easier on our screen here. And here comes the snap. We'll find out here with the boot. The boot kicked away. It's like actually number 11. It's Martinez, Nick, with that kick. And it hit about at the 50 and rolled back the other way. So the Storm will begin in East Aurora territory at the 48-yard line on this possession.
Big possession here from the Storm. They can grow their lead very easily. You can see Tionic there coaching his team. Tomcats did a good job on the defensive side of this game. Haven't seen much from the offense besides the early rush. Let's see if they can throw some passes and put the pressure on the deep safeties of the Storm.
The band playing the famous Nancy Faust, Ha Ha Na Na, Kiss It Goodbye, that originated back in 1975 with Harry, Carey, and her at Comiskey Park, Chicago. Here we go. It's going to be a 1st and 10, 48-yard line of East Aurora. Wide out far side, near side as well.
See Corbin lining up on the left side for Sullivan. Let's see if he targets him here.
All right, let's see what happens. You see man in motion. That's going to be Montgomery. Fake handoff. Can Sullivan get away? Yes. He's at midfield. 45, 40, 35. Out of bounds at about the 32-yard line. Nice run by Sullivan.
I was talking with some of the players. They say Jake Sullivan's kind of like a Kyler Murray type of player. He loves to scramble outside the pocket, take those long runs, and push the Storm up the field. And that's evidence right there. Great play from Sullivan. Great read. We saw him looking deep down the field and decided to keep it for a rush.
If they did get off to a sluggish start here tonight, and they did kind of for the Storm, they're cooking now, aren't they?
Oh, yeah. Sluggish start for the Storm standards, going down
by all
by
means
6
with that,
points.
but
Yeah.
right back into it there. 1st and 10. Mark it at about the 33-yard line of East Aurora. Man in motion, Montgomery. Sullivan takes the handoff, keeps it. Sullivan across
Keeps
the
it
30,
again.
25.
Wow,
He
look
might
at
break
this.
it. 20. Dance around. He's at the 10-yard line. Falls to about the 9. Great run again by Sullivan. Wow, he can do it all, can't he?
Sullivan looking like a ballerina out there. Spin 1, spin 2 inside the 10. Great positioning for the Storm. Putting some pressure on that Tomcats defense. That's what Coach Tionic wants to see. Pushing it down the field, getting those goal line opportunities.
And Jake, just a junior. He's got an exciting future here at South Elgin High School.
Representing the junior class.
1st and goal at the 9. We'll see it here for the Storm. They lead by 1, 7-6. Man in motion. Montgomery it is. Handoff. Who's got it? It's right up the middle and a touchdown.
Ari Kravis, the junior, with the touchdown.
Touchdown it is. As you call.
Ari,
So
one
that
of the
was
best running backs
Kravis.
on this team. Yeah, Ari, junior as well. Junior to junior connection. Great
Wonderful
rush
run
there.
that time by him. Nick, how do you get so wide open?
I have no idea. I think it was because of, again, I was even looking at Jake Sullivan. I was afraid he was going to take the rush. I'm sure the Tomcats were as well. But good read there from Jake, and good read from Ari. Took it all the way in to the end zone. Looks like we might have a 2-point try here.
All right. Wow, look at that. This formation's incredible. Far side, you see it.
Look at this.
2 bodies on the far right, everybody else on the near side. It's going to be
Quick
tossed,
throw.
and it's not caught.
Right
Not
through
caught
the
there.
hands of
Montgomery touched it,
Montgomery.
but couldn't hold it, Nick.
Right
That
through
was-
the hands of
That was a
Montgomery.
unique formation.
That was a really neat formation. I haven't seen that.
Yeah, you might do that in your backyard, but I seldom see that in a football field. So extra point not good, so we stand still at 13-6. The Storm on top, an exciting first quarter.
Wow, what a play from both teams. We saw the Tomcats come out strong early. Now the Storm starting to rally together some points. See Tionic there with Steinhofer. Kyle was the first one to put the Storm on the board. Kravis added to it there.
So that sets the stage for the kick, if you will. We'll find out how East Aurora will respond. They've got that great runner, that Mr. Clark is a great speedy guy who scored the long touchdown for them to give them that 6-0 lead. Since that 2 scores by the Storm have got them on top by the margin you see right there, 13-6. We'll boot it away. And it's going to be, once again, our kicker, of course, is Brian Cortez, who can do a lot of different things with the toe out there, can't he?
Oh, yeah. Looks like they're going to push him down the field for
A line
this one.
shot, and it goes out of bounds. No, it stays. Oh, it went out of bounds. How about the 2, didn't it?
Great
Last
kick
bounce
there.
took it to
Last
the left.
bounce, yeah.
Wow.
Just stayed right in. Great kick there from Cortez. That's what you want to see.
Yeah, line shot that was that had the bounce.
Definitely need those wind cheaters with all the wind and chilliness.
We've got David Smith is singing to the crowd. Hey, there you have it. They've got some social moments going on here with
Exactly.
public address man David Smith singing a little bit. We'll let ASCAP take care of that. Here we go. So it will line up with the out-of-bounds kick. It'll be placed at the 35-yard line. And we lost it all the way over here. Went out of bounds to the near side. So 35, it will be 1st and 10 for the East Aurora Tomcats, one of the storied franchises in Illinois football history. They've got 2 wideouts on the far side and on the near side. Quarterback option. He's in the shotgun and 1 man on his side and a whistle before we get it underway. What happened there, Nick?
Should be a false start there on the Tomcats. Look like they're going to push it back.
Back 5 yards then. Good eyes by Nick Martinez. We say hello to Mom. Mom's listening.
Yeah, she's
watching
listening.
At home, is she
yeah. Sure, she's enjoying the game.
We appreciate her participation and the great crew that we have. Beacon Academy. Owen and everybody doing such a great job. Justin and company. Here we go. So 1st and 15 it would be now at about the 30-yard line or thereabouts. Shotgun, going to throw. Will he have time? Dish it near side. Intercepted, is it not?
Intercepted. Steinhofer. Doing it all for the Storm.
Yeah, Kyle picked that off after he just scored a touchdown. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Storm at their 42-yard line of East Aurora. Here's the replay looking your way. Walks just dive right now. Well done.
What a play.
Touched only by a teammate.
Exactly.
So well done by Kyle. It's his night.
Biggest thing there for the Storm
on
is
a great night that is homecoming at South Elgin High School. Here we go. 1st and 10 for the Storm. Exciting 1st quarter action coming away. A lot of activity. 13-6. 3:16 remain in this first stanza. Shotgun for Sullivan again. All kinds of options. Wide out, far and near side. A trifecta in the backfield. Sullivan, he'll pitch back. It's Montgomery. Can he turn the corner? 40, 35. Montgomery turns it and keeps going. He finally takes out quite a hit to go out of bounds on that far side.
That burst of speed really helps him on the outside when he turns that corner. It just adds so many extra yards. Now they're inside the 30.
At about the 18-yard line, we'll place it or thereabouts. 19 it will be. 1st and 10 for the Storm. They're rolling now, averaging 47 points a game, scoring as many as 66 in the game against the Fenton Bison earlier this year. Here we go, 1st and 10. Wide out, far side and near. Got that great option in the backfield. Sullivan wants to throw and will. Bullet pass. Is it caught? No.
No good.
No. Good coverage that time by East.
Yeah, good coverage there from the Tomcats. A little low on the throw. Steinhofer couldn't make the adjustment, but good read there from the Tomcats. They were right on the ball, tracing it right from Jake Sullivan.
Looks like Ken Cooley, number 3 for the Tomcats, did a nice job on that, among others. So 2nd down and 10 it will be after the pass at the 3:02 mark here. 1st quarter action from South Elgin, Illinois. Happy you've joined us wherever that might be. Man in motion, why not? And hand off, and there's going to be a great run inside the 10. Probably going to get a 1st down at about the 8-yard line. Who had that football down there?
Jordan Green, number 7. Great carry there up the middle.
Wow, 5'9", 200-pounder. He came off the bench for that great run.
Oh, yeah.
It is a 1st and goal for your Storm.
I got my eye on Kyle Corbin down on the left side of the field. One-on-one action there. Watch out for Jake Sullivan to target his man Corbin.
Find out here. Hand off. It's going to be touchdown. It is Green again. Jordan Green. Green the touchdown.
Back-to-back carries. Jordan Green right up the middle both times. This time for the score and give the Storm an even bigger lead in this game. Great running from Green to come into the game.
That's great. What was that, 9-yard run, 8-yard run?
Oh, yeah.
Sure, Jordan Green. 19-6 the score is now. Extra point time. It is. And that's Kyle kicking, is it not? Here's going to be snap, placement, boot, and this one looks good. And good. So 20-6, what an exciting 1st quarter we've had here, for heaven's sakes.
Wow, 20 points put up in just the 1st quarter alone. Tomcats need high momentum plays and high energy as they have a big deficit to overcome. Storm are rolling currently in this game.
Yeah, no question about that. So there it is, handshakes for everybody. Exciting football action coming your way right here.
Oh, yeah. Feels like they flipped a switch after that first possession. They weren't happy. Now they haven't looked back. It's like a different team.
They were just loosen up a little bit. You know, homecoming, the excitement, that pep rally you talked about.
Yeah, exactly.
A lot of emotion in the night. East Aurora came out fighting, what we will say, in the first handful of minutes. So going to put it away in an exciting first quarter it is. Cortez again. He can do anything out there, can he? He can go long, deep, squib it, you name it. He's going to go long. And this one, will it stay inbounds? It will go all the way back. He gets in the end zone, it will be.
Yeah.
He does make the end zone. It almost went out at 2-yard line again. So that will bring it out from the end zone, and East Aurora will take over from that point. He's pretty good with that corner, if you will.
Yeah, he loves the left side of the field when he's kicking.
Touchback will bring it out in the modern day, as it always does, to the 20-yard line traditionally. NFL's gone to that 25.
Oh, yeah.
Here we go, and there, the band, little play, kids.
There you go, band.
Putting on a great show.
Oh, yeah, hyping up the crowd here at South Elgin.
That's great.
I'm really interested to see what the Tomcats do in the offensive possession here. We saw them try to force the ball down the field, and Steinhofer with the interception. Great line play from Bryce Moore and Manuel Arellano.
1st and 10 from their own. Oh, there's a bad snap. Here. They're going to fall on it, maybe. I think they kept it. They lost a lot of yardage here. Oh, no, it's Storm football. Who got that? Let's take a look at that. We'll have to watch this replay. No, they're discussing. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold your hats. It was recovered by East Aurora.
It was.
East Aurora will have it. 2nd down for the Tomcats, not a fumble recovery.
Either way, good stop there from the Storm. They read it perfectly. Played this situation. Here we go with the replay. Just a great tackle there.
Looks like one of the big guys fell on there. That will set up a 2nd and long from the 7. 2nd and long it will be. Maybe as much as 23.
23 yards.
Here's the shotgun. Quarterback handoff going nowhere, I think. Going to bring him down right there. Set up a 3rd and long. Trying to run left, not much there.
Yeah, Tomcats got to be careful with the safety here as the Storm keep pushing them back.
Indeed, so 3rd and long it will be after a brisk start by the Tomcats. The game really roaring to what you would have expected it to be.
Exactly.
It sets up a 3rd and 25 if you're charting at home, and I'm sure you are. Our great crew, we appreciate the great crew, Beacon Academy. They're upstairs with the cameras and the great Beacon Academy truck doing the great job, as you see right there, wherever you might be watching here tonight. Yours truly, Jeff Myers, and Nick Martinez, Jr. at South Elgin High.
South Elgin High School, yeah.
So congratulations on that. Shotgun, end zone, looking, dishing, running, no throwing, no, yes throwing. And it's going to be caught. Is that caught? There it is. Short. He's only got to about the 21. That would set up a 4th and about 9, would it not?
Yep.
But that was a received pass, the way that looked. So a punting situation it will be for East.
Tomcats definitely sending on the punting unit for the team. You can see Steinhofer with another great read to stop the play, and he'll be back to receive this punt. Let's see what he can do here.
Is that Kyle back there?
Yeah.
All right, here's the punt. It's a
blocked punt.
It is blocked in the end zone, blocked. Who got that? Who got the block? Well done. We see the troops coming off. Isaiah with that. Got a relative right in front of us here. So that would be 2 points if you're trying to get home. That would be a 2-point. 2-point. That would be like a safety at that point. So it would be 22-6 on the scoreboard. A safety that would be. We've seen everything in the first quarter. So your score is 22-6 in favor of the Storm. On that recovered in the end zone. As that looks right now.
Like we said, the Tomcats had to be careful with the safety there, and the Storm capitalized in a big way.
The 114 mark. So we'll find out what happens here as we catch up on our paperwork. We appreciate the great folks here, the great sponsors that we have here throughout our entire season. One of them would be including Custom. And, of course, the Bear family McDonald's. They have got restaurants all over. They're proud of their location, 35 Elgin area locations for the Bear family McDonald's. All right, 1:14 remaining in this first quarter. And Storm will kick it off. So after the safety, though, it'll be kicked off by East Aurora. The Storm will receive, of course, short. It's very short and falling on there on about the 41-yard line. So they'll be in East Aurora Tomcat territory. It will be for the Storm. So they lead at the safety and have possession of the football as well. And Mr.
Ishmael George.
Was it George?
There.
Number 83.
Got to give special teams a ton of credit. It's hard, especially at nighttime, to track the ball in the air. Great possession there. Great read from Ishmael.
There was. Mr. George, a sophomore, big 6'3", 215-pounder with that, getting that. Here we go. Storm with the football again. They've scored 22 points in this first quarter. That's halfway almost to their average in one quarter. On the season at 47 points. Can they get more here in the final 1:13? Throw it, far side, caught, dance around, falls forward, shy of the first down, but a receptive pass it was there. It'll be 2nd and 1.
Steinhofer again getting the ball from Sullivan. They got a great connection on the outside.
Already a touchdown here tonight, so he's doing well with that. So 2nd and short it will be as the clock continues to run under 1 minute here in the first quarter. 2nd down and 2, we'll call it. There's the handoff, and that should be near that first down. We'll see where they marked that on the run.
Not going to get much there. Good
Not
play
too
from
much.
the Tomcats.
All right, they did stop them. 2nd. Let's see what they marked that up to. 2nd down. You know, they're calling 2nd down and 10. They got a first down on that first play. So, well, that's first down right there. 1st and 10 it will be. They did get enough on that run. And this is our final play. This might be of the first quarter. Hand it off. Sullivan, does he keep it? No, he hands it off and kind of lingered with that handoff.
Yeah,
didn't
he stayed with it.
Yeah, it was a handoff plus my arm. That's what that was.
Exactly. Arm off.
It's going to be the end of the quarter right here. What an exciting first quarter it was. Lots of action coming your way, and 28 points scored in that. 1 quarter of play here. It's your Storm of South Elgin 22 and East Aurora Tomcats 6. We'll be right back with second quarter action after we take this timeout.
Storm time at the end of the first quarter. Your score, the East Aurora Tomcats 6. Your South Elgin Storm 22.
We're right back here. We get ready for second quarter action. This quarter is sponsored by Rosen Hyundai of Algonquin and Genesis of Algonquin. If you're looking for a brand new or certified pre-owned, it's Rosen Express online buying made simple, or also the RosenHyundai.com and GenesisofAlgonquin.com. Here we go. Just like that, we started, and we're going to have a touchdown. No, brought down.
Just
there.
at the 1.
Was that a flag at the end there? Was that? No,
No, some equipment.
But almost, who had that run there?
Montgomery yet again. Big carry from Mason Montgomery. Gets it to the 1 yard line. Storm, great position.
1st and goal. We've had so much excitement here in this game. I hope you're charting at home. It is a fun game. Delighted you're with us here, as it's 22-6 the count, soon to be more.
Steinhofer and Corbin lined up on the outside. Let's see if they get some action here, and looks from Sullivan.
That's what we have. Let's see how they run this. Is indeed. You see that right there. Man in motion, Sullivan. Sullivan to pitch back. You see it running wide and out of bounds prior to the goal line.
That's what we saw from the Tomcats early in this game, reading what Sullivan was doing, watching what he's going to pitch, and great read there from Aurora East.
And that was Fernando with that carry, was it not?
Yes, it was.
So it's going to set up a really 2nd and 4, we're going to call it right there. As we look at it right now, 2nd and short, because we're almost at the, let's see what they mark. Yeah, I guess it's about at that 4. We'll say that. Handoff again. Sullivan keeps. Sullivan is in, is he not? He was touched but not brought down. Sullivan, the 4-yard run. Touchdown
right
again.
Into the end zone.
So Sullivan, man, we're racking the points up now. It's 28-6. We've just begun the 2nd quarter.
Once they get close to the goal line, you see the Storm. They just like to keep carrying the ball with Sullivan, with Kravis, and Montgomery. Great read there from Sullivan. Saw the open hole, went right through it into the end zone to add to the scoreboard.
A conventional extra point, it will be here, it looks like, at this moment anyway here. Nick, so here's the placement, the boot. It is high in the air. Did it cross over? It brought rain, but it didn't go over through the crossbars, did it? It was tall. It floated to the left, I guess, from here.
Wide left there.
Wow. Yeah. Either the wind took it or it was like a balloon effect, wasn't it?
Yeah, the kickers just got to adjust with the change in the field. You know, the wind's going different ways the way you're facing up on the field. Still got a plenty large lead cushion for the Storm. Nothing to worry about there.
Yeah. No, we're just enjoying this moment. Again, it was a solid favorite the Storm would be going into this game. But sometimes with the emotion of homecoming, we saw a slow start in a handful of minutes, but now it's all Storm here. Stay tuned. We'll be quiet in the booth, but we'll have all the homecoming halftime show for you. We'll let the performance take stage, if you will,
exactly,
at halftime. So we appreciate that. The homecoming set coming your way, and we're going to boot it away again for exciting Storm football, as Cortez has been out there a lot, has he not? See what he does this time. He can squib, he can go deep, he can head for the 2-yard line on the line shot. This one's more direct down the field. Take it there to the far side, and quickly up field, we should say, to about the 38-yard line. Almost in the wrong sport for a moment there. That return was nicely done there by those guys, and that would be Montana Calderon with a nice return there.
Yeah, found the hole and sprinted right through the defense of the Storm. Great play. Tomcats get some better position to start off this 2nd quarter.
So let's see how they played that. Again, they got off to a quick start and got that early 58-yard jaunt by Mr. Clark to have the 6-0 lead. They've got wideouts 3 in nature on this near side. Shotgun formation, singular running back, wideout on the far side as well. They look to throw here, either near or far, or to handoff. You make it at home. The call is the handoff. I'm not going anywhere. They fall forward for maybe a little bit, but not much in that run. They get shy of the 40, it looks like. Be about 2nd down and about 9 or thereabouts, don't you think?
Yeah, defensive line doing a great job up front to stop the Tomcats from getting another big run as they had in the 1st quarter. I'm sure Coach Stianik had a word with his line, said, hey, we can't have these big plays happening in this game.
They have the choir huddle that was made so famous by the Kansas City Chiefs long before you were born.
Exactly.
The quarterback talking to the other 10 lads lined up, 5 at each in line. Wideouts 3, and we hear a whistle before we set the play. Something didn't go. Well, I think we'll continue. Wideouts, you see them there, 3 in nature, near side. Singular far side, singular running back, shotgun for your QB. This should be a throw this time. Look at the throw this side. Here it is. Got some blockers. He's at the 40, dance around. He gets a 45, midfield, and then a little bit more. Nice run after the reception there for East.
Wow, great run there from Cooley, Kenneth Cooley. Great run. He has blockers, as you said. That's what the Tomcats got to do. They got to have blockers out in front, even in the shotgun, to help the quarterback. That's what's going to help them against the Storm defense.
I think a great movie for high school-wise was Fast Times at Cooley High. But I'm thinking that, so Cooley was cool with that reception. We'll do the same thing far side. Singular, a wide out near side, 3 on that far side. Can we throw again if you're an East Aurora fan? They're right at midfield, as it turns out, on that. Here it is. Hand off.
It's going to keep
yes.
it.
Dance around, 45, 40, falls for it about the 37-yard line. Great run that time for East. Very powerful. A flag will bring it back, it looks like. Yes. Flag will bring it back. Let's see how far back. Coaches knew that right off the bat. They said,
Exactly,
that's
yeah.
not going to stand up. And you did as well.
Yeah.
You got the eagle eye.
That was a big run there. I thought that was going to be great positioning for the Tomcats. Now they get sent back even more.
So we'll see what this is marked down here for the Tomcats, who are 1-3 on the season. Your Storm 4-0 entering play here tonight of Upstate 8, South Elgin, Illinois. We're talking to you from where you might be listening on YouTube television and more. Here we go. Shotgun it will be. Thrice the receivers on the far side, singular near side. One running back, going to throw. You bet. Far side caught. Is that Cooley far side? He dances around one man and does get to about the 45-yard line. We'll catch that number far side. It is Cooley. Kenneth Cooley once again. He's quick.
Oh, yeah, he's super quick on the outside.
He's their weapon right now.
Oh, yeah, great weapon to have in the backfield. We see him cutting across and getting those little pitch passes from Aurora East and their offensive scheme. Kind of plays the role Mason Montgomery does for the Storm, just for the Tomcats.
Nick, it should be about a 2nd 5 at about the 45. It turned out 2nd 5. This could be running territory here if East wants to try that. 2nd 5, let's see how they play it. You see a great shot from our camera crew. It will be a handoff going nowhere. You're going to lose, young man. Brought down nicely there. That was Jeremiah Brown with the attempted run. He went nowhere.
He went nowhere. Great play from the line, as we said, throughout this game. They've really stepped up their game since the first quarter. Great play to stop the Tomcats from pushing up the ball down the field.
Indeed it will be. This should set up a 2nd down. 3rd down. It should be 3rd down and 8. It will be 3rd and 8. 3rd and 8 is what the call will be. 3rd down. Let's see what we call here. Is there some confusion on the field here, Nick? What are we seeing here?
Some stop and play. It looks like the refs are going to have a conversation.
Let's see what the discussion is. We want to hand it to the great band. They're performing all the time.
Yeah.
They're doing a great
Keeping
job.
us entertained.
There's no lull in the action.
Exactly.
We'll just turn the microphone to them here shortly.
Let's see what they're
What are you
talking
calling here?
about there.
I'm not sure what we're seeing. We're seeing 2nd 5 on our graphics, but it was really well, they're not concurrent on the down or exactly what it is. It's 3rd down.
I think they may be talking about where the ball is placed.
Okay.
Looks like they're going to
It should be
agree.
the 48-yard line, 3rd and 8. That's what
Yeah,
we determined there.
they're
The
gonna keep the
9-minute mark of the
placement there.
first half. It should be a throwing down here for their QB. And will he get it away? He does. Ooh, almost caught. Nice job of getting it to almost the would-be receiver. As that would be Calderon again, would it not? Make that Jeremiah Brown.
Yeah.
Was in the area, and the quarterback was going to go down now, so he got rid of that and was almost caught.
Just couldn't track the ball there. Good throw from East Aurora.
So that would be 4th and 8 now. They should punt it away. They trail 28-6 here at the 8:52 mark of the first half. Homecoming night it is here at South Elgin High School. We appreciate all the great crew being with us as they're having a great time here, to say the least. So they look to boot it away. As soon as I say that, they might be in a mind to see what they can do.
Yeah, they're going to go for it here on 4th and 8. Let's see what they can
Maybe
do.
the quarterback can kick as well. We'll find out. Shotgun, you see it. Long count. Will throw. Blocked. Knocked down. Going to be Storm football right there. Turnover on downs. That might
Almost
have been a good
another
try.
interception. Wow, what a read. Almost another interception there for the Storm.
I'm not sure they would have got much yardage even if they
No.
completed that pass. But you got to hand it to them for trying.
Yeah.
So the Storm with the football once again. Trying to get their average more than 47 points a game tonight. That's what we're shooting for. They've scored as many as 66 points. They did in the victory over the Fenton Bison earlier this year. Here we go, 1st and 10. They'll mark it on their own 48-yard line. It will be for the Storm. They have a wide out near side and look to be far side as well with a loaded backfield. Shotgun formation, actually a triple backfield. There's a triple option right here for sure. There it is. Who's got the football?
Keeps it.
We don't know. It's a pass.
Watch
Long
Steinhofer.
down here. It's going to be caught at the 21-yard line. That's Kyle once again.
Sullivan showing off the arm strength and the precision on that pass. What another great play for Steinhofer. Kyle, number 6, doing it all for the Storm and adds yards there.
First down, as you mentioned there, Nicholas. 1st and 10. There's a replay. There it is. You see that, and the roll out of bounds. All the way down to about the 21-yard line. Maybe the 20 we'll mark it at now. 1st and 10 for your Storm. Knocking on the door once again. Man in motion. Handoff. It is right there. Everybody's moving forward. Inside the 10 it'll go. Jordan Green, who's been active here tonight. Nick has that run, and a 1st and goal now for the Storm.
Scored a touchdown earlier in this game.
Nick?
They're going to score plenty more. Let's see what they do here. We know the Storm love to have those rushes towards the goal line. Let's see if they target Steinhofer there on the outside.
It's about the 9-yard line, 1st and goal. You see the formation right there. Man in motion, far side. Football in the middle. Find it. It is right there. It stopped right there. That sea of humanity. The football might have gotten to the 8-yard line or thereabouts.
Green tried to rush it again. The Tomcats, good job reading. They've seen that the Storm love to rush it inside the 10-yard line. And a good read and a good stop.
So we'll give them maybe 1 yard on that 2nd and goal at the 8, we'll call it. If you see anything different at home, let us know. Our crew's got the great camera crew right there. There it is. Sullivan, shotgun, semi. Man in motion, the handoff there. It's going to be taken, and it's forward. Big guys carry. Big number 60, the carry on that one.
Sullivan kept it on that play. He read the option, read the defense. He was going to give it to Kravis and then kept the ball.
Kept it all the way.
Yeah.
He had me fooled on that one. So Sullivan, the keeper. We saw big Eduardo Ramirez look like he was guiding it there for a while.
Exactly,
He was leading the way, big 60 was. Congratulations on that. Sullivan the keep. It'll be 3rd down and goal at the 3 is what we have here. So we got 2 downs for the touchdown potential. We swap positions near and far side, as you see right there. Sullivan looks over the line. Man in motion. Handoff, Sullivan. Keeper? No, he handed off. Who's got it? Far side.
Steinhofer.
That is going to be, Kyle once again. Steinhofer, it's his night. That's it.
What a play from Sullivan there. He had us confused up in the booth. Gave it to Steinhofer. What a great read of the defense. That's what South Elgin does really well. The Storm can use their eye, and a great read there for yet another touchdown for Kyle Steinhofer. See here, gets on the outside and walks in for the touchdown.
A lot of good trickery there.
Exactly.
It looked like it was going to run to the right. It was far left.
Yeah.
It's fun when you win, isn't it?
Exactly.
Here we go, 34 points, and we still have 6:22 left to go before halftime. We will better our average of 47 on this night. Here we go, conventional kick. Let's see how we do it. Here's a snap coming our way. Line set, there's your snap, there's your boot up, and boy, this one will bring some rain. That one's got to be good. Those are tall kicks on this night. So Kyle, the kick, is that right? So Kyle's doing it all. 35-6 the count, and a lot of time left in this tilt.
Exactly. You think Kyle gets tired out there? I mean, if I was playing, I don't know if I could score this many touchdowns and kick the extra points. But he's just doing it all for the Storm.
Yeah, he is indeed.
Him and Montgomery, dangerous wide receiver duo. They're almost like wide backs, wide receiver, running back combos.
Yeah, there's so many options. That triple option really is a quadruple option at least.
Yeah.
I mean, it can be whatever you want.
Well, with Sullivan, he's a rusher as well, so might as well be 4 or 5 in the backfield.
Going to boot it away again. Happy you've joined us, whoever it might be. Exciting South Elgin Storm football, homecoming style, coming your way from South Elgin, Illinois. And it's Cortez. We've seen him a lot. Let's see what he does with the toe here. Cortez will swim it. And it's going to be kicked around and fall on by somebody. You call it at home. Who's got it? It's a scrub for rugby out there right now. Everybody's on the field. It looks like it might be if it holds up there. A Storm man has it. Is that going to hold up, sir?
Should be the Storm ball. Let's see what the refs decide here.
Is that Sean Clausen who came up with it? Was that number 11?
Yeah.
Discussion going on.
Sean Clausen.
You young refs at home, call what we should know right now.
See
so
what they
discussion
decide
going
here.
on. They're talking.
They're going to keep it.
Hey, they got the football back. We might score 47 before the half. Holy Toledo. What a game for your Storm. We knew it would be exciting, but it's turned it into a wonderful time for homecoming now, with all the musical show and the homecoming show coming your way, video-wise, at halftime.
Yeah, the fans are in for a show. You got the Storm dominating in this game, and you got a nice little halftime show coming up. See the fans there. Storm student section, white out there.
Yeah, they're enjoying it. Exhausted from all the scoring, apparently, on that scene. But they're enjoying it. They're chatting and enjoying the treats of a game of this nature. Here we go. Let's see how we play this now. As it is the Storm ball, you see right there. They'll line it up on the 37-yard line of East. 1st and 10, you see the formation. A lot of options, not as many in the backfield this time. It's going to be Sullivan looking to his left. Dancing, looking, dancing more. Running, dancing more. He's doing every gyration out there. He throws it away. Wow.
Just has to throw it away.
He went to the homecoming dance early on that one. He was doing every step
He's practicing for Saturday night.
He had the 2-step down. Is no flag on that, but that was quite a play. Discussion seems to be going on, but we're just getting the football back upfield after the dance.
Tomcats, good response there.
Yeah, Sullivan had many options, but couldn't keep his feet steady enough to make them happen. Yeah. 2nd and 10 it is. Yeah, that's right. There's a look at the crowd again. The celebration continues here in our area. There was the crowd. Here we go. 2nd down and 10. 37-yard line. We're having fun, aren't we?
Oh, yeah.
Here we go.
Keep an eye on Steinhofer.
Who's got the football? It is taken there by, once again, the pile, the scrum. Who's got it? Mystery man in the middle there.
Montgomery.
It's like in the old days of the phone booth. That's Montgomery. Wow. He was lost in the sea of humanity, wasn't he?
Yeah, he got trampled by the defense of the Tomcats.
He got good yardage, but in doing so, it was like a stand-up movement.
Yeah, it takes a lot to take down Montgomery.
It does. Looks like a sea of army ants in your backyard with that movement there. Here we go. 2nd down, it will be. I make it 3rd and 5, 32-yard line for of East Chicago, of East Aurora, we should say. And here we go.
3rd and 5. Let's see what they do here.
Sullivan takes his time here. He's going to throw. Near side, yes. Caught. Oh, it's Montgomery again, isn't it? Steinhofer again. It's 6 or 8 every time out there. Steinhofer again. He's going to get the game ball at halftime. Holy Toledo.
You got to keep your eye on Steinhofer. The defense trying to stay with him, but the speed to cut inside the middle and to catch the ball there. That was a rocket throw from Sullivan.
And he took his time. He located the man.
Exactly,
and when it was time to fire it in there, he did as you said. It sets up a 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line. As an offensive show, it is here tonight. No question about that. Wide out far side and near side. Sullivan will keep it, looks like. Hey, zigzags around, falls forward. He might be across the 10 or thereabouts.
Looks like he just got past the 10. Good read
Taking
there.
about 70 yards, I guess he would be. So a 2nd down at about 3, it should be, inside the 10. You predicted lots of offense. I'm not sure you had us in the 40s before halftime.
Exactly.
But you predicted a lot.
Could definitely see it here. Inside 5 minutes left in the half.
Sullivan takes his time, looks over what the field will give him. Man in motion, near to far. That pitch to him, far side. Can he turn the corner? Looks like not to be. A shirt tackle, a jersey tackle on the far side. Toss him out of bounds.
Wow, great tackle there. That's some football being played by the Tomcats.
Pruitt, the carrier on that. Yeah, he was It wasn't a shirt tail, it was a shirt collar that got him tossed out, wasn't it?
Exactly.
So it sets up now what would be a 2nd and 4 from the 11, lost a yard plus or so. And we'll see how we play it. Sullivan looks over. He's got wideouts on the far side, kind of tightly grouped here on the near side, as you see. Man in motion, that's Montgomery. Handoff it goes now, and there's going to be a just shy of a touchdown. Nice carry that time. That was Jordan Green, was it not?
Yeah, Green, we see him taking the carries for this offense, taking the team on his back.
Wow. Yeah, and he almost got in. He just shy, but maybe 1.5 yard line. I thought he got closer. 1st and goal. We'll call it the 1. So Sullivan could pick and choose whoever he wants to give it to for this touchdown here, couldn't he?
He could. I have a feeling he might give it to Green, but keep an eye on the quarterback keep here.
All right, watch Sullivan number 4. Watch Green number 7. From the shotgun, it might be Green's time. No, it's going to be a toss. Why not? Near side and a touchdown. Is that Kyle?
It is Kyle.
Oh, my heaven. How many points could one man score in the first half of a football game? Sidehofer again.
No, give it to Green or keep it, but then, or you could just give it back to Kyle. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, Kyle got it.
Wow, what a game from Kyle.
Yeah, touchdown on what would be the 1 yarder, for heaven's sakes. My stats are already running out. 41-6 it would make it. 3:29 first half remaining. Another kicking attempt it will be now for the Storm. We'll watch this boot placement, kick, and this one is good. We're really getting some trajectory in those kicks, aren't we?
Exactly.
They might bring rain before the night's out. At the 3:29 mark, they score again. They scored at 3:56. That was no time at all. 42-6. We're 5 points shy of our average. 3 minutes to go in first half. Wow.
Big play from the Tomcats early on to score 6. Haven't seen them offensively in this game at all since that moment. The Storm, however, Kyle Steinhofer, Mason Montgomery, and Jacob Sullivan, three-headed monster, just scoring points on the Tomcats.
No question. We're delighted. Thanks for being with us. We're delighted to have you aboard, young man. You enjoy your work at Beacon Academy, don't you?
Oh, yeah. I'm so glad to have the football game streamed here. Just exciting environment with the fans and the players. Awesome game we have brewing right here. So we can kind of see the band over there getting ready for halftime.
Yeah, they're getting ready. Here we go. Here's the boot. This one's going to be a conventional boot, far side. Taken there at about the 15-yard line on that far side. Dance around, that's going to be Cooley. Cooley can run. He gets across the 20 and to near 25, maybe as much as the 26 before Cooley's venture stopped. So a 1st and 10 it is for East Aurora. They might just be content just to not lose the pigskin.
Exactly.
Do 3 downs and don't lose the football.
Yeah.
Kick it away if you must.
In the second quarter, they haven't gotten past midfield at the 50-yard line yet in this game.
So we'll see how they play it. Line it up quickly. They've got wideouts 3 in nature. They might want to throw to the left. We'll find out. A lot of options to the left, as you see right there.
Man-on-man coverage here for the Storm.
Hand it off they will. It's a keeper. Cross the, well, I was going to say across the 30, but probably approaching the 30 for a short gain there, maybe 4 yards or thereabouts. Second down it will be. Tringali of the defense.
You saw him with that huge tackle earlier in the game. Tringali doing it all on the defensive side up front.
Everybody's performing well. If we're not mentioning all the names, everybody is having a great time, but outstanding by many. No question about that.
Exactly.
Here we go. Sets up a 2nd and 5. 2:45 remain here. First half. Wideouts again. 3 in nature. Near side. Singular far side. Shotgun formation. Quarterback. 1 running back on his right. Here we go. Hand it off to that running back. Yeah. Oh, he stumbles ahead across the 30. Fell forward maybe for 2.5 yards or thereabouts. Sets up a 3rd down. Isaiah Alejandro with his tackle on that. Be a 3rd and 3 we see now at the 2:12 mark of the first half. So stopping here, they'll get the football again. Can we get to 49 before halftime, point-wise? Wideouts 3 in nature, almost reverse it now. Singular this side, 3 far side, so they might throw to the right. Let's see if they can get enough time to do it, they being the Tomcats. Long cadence. Here comes the snap, throw to the right, maybe, yeah. Oh, almost caught through the fingertips. It'll be a 4th down. Nice bullet pass. Too hot to handle, apparently.
Yeah, just couldn't handle it there. I'm glad to see the Tomcats actually starting to push the ball down the field with those throws. You got the 3 wide receiver sets on the right side.
As we get ready for halftime fun. Yeah, we're going to, the halftime show will be quiet in the booth, and you can enjoy the halftime show as it will be homecoming here. And the band, wonderful, and that'll be great to see that. That's the fun of halftime. Stay tuned for halftime. That is correct. You'll see everything that happens on the field, and enjoy you will. Here we go. Hey, they're going for it. This is going to be 4th and 3. They're going for it. 4th and 3. Will we throw? Can they throw? They do throw, and it's knocked away. Turnover on downs at the 138 mark. Turnover, is that Kyle again knocking it away?
It is, he's doing it all here. Wow, what a great read. Almost came away with the interception.
Boy,
if he would have took
a defensive touchdown on that.
Yeah, if he would have caught the ball, could have took it all the way in for the end zone.
All right, here we go. Let's see how we play this. Will they get to 49 or 48 before this first half is over? We'll find out how Coach wants to play it. He might just want to run that clock out here, but we'll find out. 1:38 remain. It is 1st and 10 for your Storm on the 32-yard line of East Aurora. Looks like we're going to be offensive-minded here. Shotgun formation, wide out far and near side. Actually, up close to the line, we're going to be a handoff. No, Sullivan keeps. He can pitch back. Sullivan, he's at the 20, 15, 10. Sullivan is in. We see 48 points. A 32-yard scamper by QB Sullivan. Only Toledo fans.
What can't Jacob Sullivan do? He can sling it and he can run it. Jacob Sullivan into the end zone for 6, and it looks like we might get that 49-point mark.
We will see. Potentially 49. We beat the average of the point total this season in the first half. That doesn't happen every day, Chauncey.
It does not.
So that was fun. Not picking on East Aurora. They've been a spirited group and a great sports tradition for East Aurora. No question about that. East Aurora with the Cavistos in basketball, they've had a tremendous tradition over the years, representing their city east and west. Here we go. Snap, placement, boot. This one not as tall, but pure, is it not?
It is. Right through. Jacob Sullivan. Wow. What a play there.
We're giving proper credit to our kicker. Mention our kicker again.
Oh, Steinhofer, Kyle Steinhofer.
Wow. He's doing it all. There's no question about that. 49-6. 49. We were talking about that 47-point throughout our pregame.
Yeah.
Why were we concerned? Yeah, that's right. It's 49-6. Half a century mark almost in the first half. That does not happen even to the great team that the Storm is.
Exactly.
And have been over the years. So we're going to kick it away. See if they boot it conventionally here.
Try to waste some time off the clock, trying to not give the Tomcats a big opportunity to push the ball down the field and score.
Yeah, we'll find out. So going to boot it away. This is Cortez. We've seen lots of Cortez in this moment. The kickoff. He can squib, he can boot, he can do what he wants here. He'll probably boot it away strong, we would think, and he does. Line shot far side, taken there about the 20-yard line. Lateral it back, far side, sidelines open up. Getting a few yards there, maybe approaching the 30, then a late flag on that far side. So we'll see what was called there. Nicholas on that far side. Holding it will be against East Aurora. We would expect that. We hear from David, our good public relation man, Mr. Smith. Here we go. See where they mark it. A leather lug fan there's rooting his team on a little bit. We'll mic that person up for the second half. Here we go. What a first half it's been, and still 1:23 to go. And we'll have that. We'll be quiet here in the booth, and you'll enjoy the halftime festivities of homecoming with our great crew from Beacon Academy here in just a few minutes. We'll find out how they play. East Aurora would be just run it 3 downs and let the first half run out, we would think here. But they're spunky. We'll find out what they do. Man in motion from far to near side. He's going to run with the quarterback. Oh, he hands off. He does hand off there. Far side, nice handoff. I didn't see it. Pick up a few yards going out of bounds on that far side. Nicely done there. Clock continuing to run, so he didn't get out of bounds. 1:10. So 105 the count. And 1 minute solid remaining in the first half. Do we still run the traditional 40-point lead, the running clock?
I think they do. I
think we saw that right there because it was 40 plus, and I thought he went out of bounds.
Yeah.
And so we see the running clock perhaps for the rest of the game we would see in this tilt. Snap will take place here. Could be the final play. Looking to dish, looking to run, going nowhere, brought down by, you call it there, young Nick. A host.
Tringali yet again, number 9, senior coming up clutch for the Storm defense.
Tringali, as you mentioned. By golly, it's Tringali doing a good job out there. And that's going to be it right there. It's going to run that out. And that's right. You're seeing it correctly here. Our first half. It's going to be the Storm of South Elgin 49 and East Aurora High School 6. What a first half that was, to say the least, after East Aurora led 6-0. So that's it right there. Your thoughts here as we wrap up here this first half, Nick?
Really a tale of 2 halves. I mean, the Storm looked like they were going to have a tougher time with the Tomcats early in this game when the East Aurora took the 6-point lead. But the Storm shook it off and then pushed down the field for 3 times in a row. And then that 3rd time, they just turned on the Jets. Tringali managing the defense, Steinhofer managing the offense, everything going right for the Storm. Tomcats, they have a really deep hole and are going to have a tough time coming back in this game.
They do. If we can recap as much as we can, we saw touchdowns for the Storm from coming your way from Steinhofer at the 6:36 mark of the first quarter, from Kravis at 3:21 first quarter, made it 13-6. Jordan Green would score an 8-yard run. That would make it, with the extra point, 20-6. Then we had a safety at the 1:14 mark of that first quarter, so 22-6 there. Then as we continue the game, is going to be a 4-yard gallop by Sullivan, made it 28-6. And after that, Steinhofer with the touchdown made it 41-6. And the extra point from Kyle and Sullivan, a run in that last moment there, made it 49-6. We have to check the total number of points for Steinhofer. I'll have you check with the official scores over there at halftime, because he's doing a yeoman duty in this game. So 49-6 is, we're going to quiet here in the booth as we get the end of the second quarter there. I know our crew here is going to enjoy halftime, so we will be quiet in the booth, and you enjoy the halftime festivities here on Beacon Academy from South Elgin High School, with the count 49-6 in favor of the Storm here at the half.
Presenting their 2022 halftime show, South Elgin High School proud to present the Marching Storm. Drum Maker, is your band ready? The Marching Storm. Now joining the American Sword on the field is the South Elgin Varsity Dance Team to perform Levitating. Welcome to the field once more, the South Elgin High School Varsity Dance Team. The Varsity Dance Team will be performing their pep rally routine, choreographed by the seniors.
Even if it's not my first day, it cannot always be right.
And now, please welcome to the South Elgin High School varsity cheerleader to perform their homecoming routine. What I would do if I didn't win. I guess we never know. I'm listening to Kanye. Check on the gold Kanye. Check out the soul Kanye. Set on the gold Kanye. What if Kanye is a song about Kanye? All I miss the old Kanye. That's the soul Kanye. Blood in my chain. I don't want that no she moves. I'm basically saying it's cooler. You're just something like cooler. Back in the streets straight. I got some bad grades. I was in love with my shooter. She we look at you, Trevor, man. Most of you rock.
Don't try to act like you don't know who we beat.
Yeah, here, I'm here. Be like, acknowledge that they exist. Be like, yo, hey, what's up? Sorry, my bad.
Our lights are back on, so we come to you live. What a show that was.
What a fireworks show. More fireworks on the field as there is off the field.
We'll remind you as we enjoy the fireworks that we did there, don't forget this game brought to you by our season sponsor, the Bear Family McDonald's, proud supporters of our community since 1967. Stop by one of their 30 area McDonald's restaurants today, and also Rosen Hyundai of Algonquin. We know those good folks as well, and Genesis of Algonquin. If you're looking for a brand new or certified pre-owned, it's Rosen Express Online Buying. Made simple, go to rosenhyundai.com, and Genesis of Chicago, so we should say Genesis of Algonquin.com. We're moving around a little bit. Happy homecoming, everyone.
Happy homecoming. What a great way to start the homecoming festivities with a great Storm game at night. We just saw the wonderful halftime show with the band and our cheer and dance team, and got a special surprise with the fireworks. And now let's get back to some football action as we see Cortez getting ready to kick yet again to start off the second half.
He's good at that. We will have, we told you something that will slightly adjust. We're reminded by our official scorekeeper, or semi-official scorekeeper, that 2-point, that safety that took place there, it rolled out of the end zone and recovered, so it became a 2-point for the Storm. Had they gotten that in the end zone, it would have been 6 points for them. But it still remained 2, and at 49-6, we expect a running clock from this point. Do we not?
I believe so, yeah.
We'll find out. Usually the 40-plus rule was in effect there. So here we go. Cortez will boot it away. As we begin third quarter plays, the line, again, he is always out at about the 2. This time maybe about the 7, but out of bounds he goes.
Again on the left side. All the Storm have to do is just run the clock in their favor, not allow any big plays to come back like the Tomcats had in the first quarter. Let's see what the defensive scheme of the Storm is going to look like to start the second half off strong.
Yeah, it was Mr. Clark for those guys, for the Tomcats, who had a 58-yard scamper early that actually gave them the lead of 6-0. After that, it's been 49 consecutive points for your Storm to get us where we're at right now. Third quarter beginning, homecoming it is. Happy you've joined us wherever it might be. Yours truly, Jeff Myers, and also Nick Martinez of the great Beacon Academy staff taking us through this game, and a great staff in the truck and the camera crew up on top. They've got a great view up there, don't they?
Oh, yeah, they're doing a great job.
They are
Great
doing well up
first
there.
game of the season.
Here we go. Tomcats with the football. Handoff there. It looks like that might be Cooley with it. He's going nowhere. You see the scrum if you're in that sport there, but it's a host of folks there. No gain really for the Tomcats on that.
That was Ralph Clark, the guy who came out strong for the Tomcats with that long 58-yard rushing touchdown. Couldn't get that explosiveness there, as the Storm have definitely picked up the defensive line play in this game.
So we'll give that to Mr. Clark, the carry. That's going to be for no gain, really. Second down and 10. Shotgun formation. Wideouts, 3 in nature on the far side, 1 in the near side. Looking to throw to that far side. Caught there. That's going to be this time. That's Cooley, is it not? Check that number. That maybe that's on 3, but either way, it's received nicely for a gain of some yardage out there on that far side.
Great way to start the second half. Tomcats with 2 big plays there. Good throw and good catch to get the extra yards.
That Mr. Cooley in the reception there. So there it is. A 3rd and 1 it will be now. Young Nick for the Tomcats. 10:40 on the timepiece. Quarterback in shotgun formation. He's got the trifecta on the near side this time. Singular wide out on the far. Takes his time at the line. He's going to hand it off, it looks. Yes, first down and then some. Midfield, far side, 45, 40. He is out of bounds somewhere along that sideline. Great run that time. Give credit to that. That's going to be Ralph Clark again, is it not?
It is going to be
Clark
again.
has got that far side of the field scampered down, doesn't he?
He loves rushing out to the left. He bounced right off the defensive line. Great play from the O-line of the Tomcats. Just a big hole that he exposed from the defense of the Storm and took it for some big yardage.
Gets it inside to about the 38, inside the 40. 1st and 10 that would be. We do see the clock continuing to run, not stop at all in the 40-point differential there. Wideouts, 2 on the near side, 2 on the far. Shotgun again, singular running back. Looking to throw, near side, down the middle if you might. Hey, man's open, caught! Inside to about maybe the 10, maybe the 9-yard line. See where they mark it, maybe at the 11, somewhere in that area. Nathaniel Mokaka with that reception, a 5'5", 140-pounder junior for those guys. M-O-J-I-C-A, the last name. First, and let's see if they make it 1st and goal. How far down did he get? He might be at 1st and they can make a 1st down, yes. They mark it about the 11-yard line. 1st and 10 it will be. Wideouts, 2 on each side. Singular running back. We're going to do it again. Will he throw right or left? Or run straight up? You make the call at home. Shotgun. He's going to run it far side. Zigzag. He might see some pay dirt here. Dive forward. Is he in? He is. That number out there would be what? Nick, did you see who that was on
That's
the far
Clark
side?
again.
It's going to be, once again, it's going to be Clark, is it not? Clark with the 11-yard run away, unless you tell me differently, has brought it in and made it 49-12.
Jeff, this looks like an entirely different team. Tomcats, 4 plays into the end zone, looking good. East Aurora coming out strong. What a play. Really, the rushing attack is what opened the field up for East Aurora. The Tomcats going back to their man Clark. 2 big runs and dives to the pylon for the touchdown.
At the 8:44 mark, and that takes us out of that 40-point window. So let's see how we do the extra point with the southpaw kicker. A line shot. It's good. The kick good. 49-13. Check that number for the kicker. That went right through the goalpost and nicely done. 49-13. So now will be a kick away situation for East Aurora, and will receive the football, we being the Storm.
This is
So a little momentum as the 1st and 3rd quarter began exactly the same way.
Exactly. I was just about to say they started out the exact same way. Tomcats coming out with a big run for Clark, and then him capitalizing to the pylon and in the end zone for the score. Now let's see how the Storm respond here. They don't want to have the same thing happen as did in the first quarter.
Yeah, we'll see how they do that. It's been their night, to say the least. Mr. Steinhofer especially has been his night with that range of 4 touchdowns. Conversion on extra point, was he not? Here we go. They'll boot it away, East Aurora will. Happy you've joined us wherever you might be. You're listening to exciting Storm football action from South Elgin, Illinois. Beacon Academy delivering all the video and the great camera work here for you. The left-footed kicker will toe it right there. Short kick, caught in midair. Let's see what they got. Running it forward, still going, still going. Oh my heavens, the pile's moving. Everyone's moving across midfield to about the 43-yard line or thereabouts of East Aurora. Good movement that time.
Denver Davis with the big carry up the middle. Great positioning, special teams doing their job, setting up for great position for Jake Sullivan.
That was a team return on that one. Everybody was sliding up. 22 members of everybody on the field.
Exactly.
They were all movement in motion.
Well, the whole line of South Elgin is just so strong, and you can see him protecting Jake. And it looks like we're going to have a substitution.
We are.
Nathan Downey coming in at quarterback number 12, the sophomore, getting some action in for Jake Sullivan. You may think that Jake's night may be over with this big of a lead.
So Downey, as you mentioned, is southpaw, wearing number 18 out there, as you mentioned. He's got triple backs in the backfield. He'll look to throw, and does. It's caught near side. It is galloping in. He's at the 20. He's going to run down at about the 12-yard line. Great reception that time. That is by Mr. George, is it not?
Ishmael with the catch and run. Ishmael, what a play. Downey and Ishmael, sophomore connection right there.
14-yard line he gets to. 1st and 10 for the Storm. Great reception. On the near side of the field, there's the home crew decked out in white, cheering their team on. Here we go, 1st and 10, as we mentioned. Wide out far side. And will be tightly fisted on the near side, as Downey will be in the shotgun with 2 running backs near him. He'll throw. He'll throw that. He'll throw over the throw that time. That might have been headed for, was that Mr. George again? It was over the middle. It was just too tall.
It was right through the middle, yeah. Downey's a little bit of a different build of quarterback than Jake is. Downey's more of a thrower and the more accurate, kind of deep shot kind of guy. Jake, as we saw earlier, loved to scramble out of the pocket, and we saw him even rush in for a touchdown. Downey looks more on the outside and relies on his receivers in this offense.
Downey is 6-footer, 165 pounds, as Nick mentioned, a sophomore. This one's a handoff. It's going to be there. Our man who scored a lot in the first part of the game, trying to run forward, that's Jordan Green. Not much territory there. He kind of just leaned forward to get a little bit.
Exactly.
6:10, the running clock, it appears. 49-13, the count you see right there. Sets up a 2nd down and 10 it would be. So we'll find out what happens here.
Here we go. Let's see what Downey can do
And in
here.
motion, handoff it is. Hey, there's movement there. The line again is moving forward, but not much that time. Not much. A short gain that would be. See where they mark that. Probably shy of the 10, would it not be? About a 3-yard pickup. We're seeing the scoreboard says 3rd. This could be 4th down, couldn't it? I'm seeing 3rd.
This is gonna be
now he
4th
moved
and
up.
6,
The one down, we picked up 2 downs on that play scoreboard-wise. 4th down and 6. So this will be field goal time for the Storm, it looks like. It looks like if we're going to mark it at about the 18, that would be about the 28-yarder, would it not?
Yep.
And let's see. Yeah, and then Kyle's going to be in. Kyle, once again, is going to be in for that field goal attempt. He can do it all, and a timeout before that, I think. Looks like a timeout by someone, East Aurora maybe. And 4:53, well, that stops the clock. 4:53 remaining in a swiftly played 3rd quarter so far. 49-6, and Kyle will try that field goal attempt.
Exactly. If I remember correctly, this is the first time the Storm haven't scored a touchdown on their possessions. Interesting to see him. We're not used to see him kicking field goals.
That's
this good of a position deep down the field.
But it's still an elite game. And of course, now coaching, bring some of the men off the bench to get a little playing time. That's always nice, and especially in homecoming.
Oh, yeah. Want to get everyone some playing time, get some guys in. We see Downey in and a couple other sophomores.
So Kyle will try again. We will try a field goal. We always love to see a field goal at the high school level in what we would see about the 28-yarder. And here we go. Let's see if they will kick it or try the fake. Snap, placement, boot, and it looks good from our angle. And let's see, it is good. He can do it all. As Kyle does it again, doesn't he? He gets us over our 50 mark too with that. With a 28-yard field goal here at the 4:46 mark. What a night. Give him the game ball right now.
Exactly. Not much more we need to see from Steinhofer to get that game ball. What a night we've seen from him and the entire Storm offense.
A night to remember on homecoming. That's so special.
Exactly. Senior year, got to go out with a bang.
Yeah, that's great. We're seeing some great action here. We appreciate you being aboard on what was expected to be kind of a chilly night, maybe a little rain. It's turned out to be somewhat cool, but no rain so far. And after the temperature in South Elgin, Illinois, like on Tuesday, was like 88 degrees.
Now it's below 60.
We lost half and more of that, didn't we? That's the way it is when we said hello to fall last night at 8:04 our time.
Exactly. Yep.
And here we go. When he booted away, it will be. That's Cortez, our favorite. He's got a long kick here that will be turned 15-yard line, 20, there. 25, still going, bounce around, bounce through a few men, get to about the 36-yard line. Nice return there by the Tomcats. That would be for those guys as we
Calderon up the middle.
Oh, that's why we've seen Calderon earlier. Montana Calderon with a great name. I wonder what state he was born in. Montana Calderon with that. Taking it back, looks like 35-yard line, 36-yard line. And here we go, clock running. Clock is running, so that quickens the pace after we got above that 40-point marker late in the first half. Happy you've joined us wherever it might be. We appreciate all our great sponsors, Custom Heating and Cooling, and all the great sponsors that we have coming your way on Beacon Academy for this season, football, basketball, and more. Here we go, shotgun formation it will be. Wideouts far side 1, 2 in nature near side. Who's got the football? It's going to be thrown. Oh, a lob toss. Oh, almost caught there. That was good ball handling fake. He had me faked out there.
Exactly.
Quarterback kept it. He tossed a rainbow toss there, did he not?
Oh, yeah.
Almost caught.
Had blockers out in front of him. That would have been a big gain if he was able to track the ball and catch it.
Yeah, it was exciting. Again, Tomcats, great tradition, great history in the Illinois sports for so many years. They are. East and West Aurora have been involved in so many great games basketball-wise. And, of course, the East and West Aurora, they first played football back in the 1890s, even longer than their own. Bruce Shipyo was around back then, so it goes way back in time.
I invented it.
He claims he invented the sport, if not the lights. Run to the left. Ooh, swung down maybe. He's not going down easy, is he?
Oh, he's staying up there.
Yeah, that was swinging it down. And
good effort
you
there.
mark it there. Again, it seems like a couple of times on the field we've seen dancing early here on homecoming.
Exactly. Yeah,
Pick
Clark.
your partner and dance.
Yeah, Clark. Storm had to try to swing him down there. I'm sure the coaching staff of East Aurora loves to see the effort. Even though you're down by a big margin, you can still play your heart out.
You love to see that. And a salute to East Aurora for that as well. They'll take their time in the huddle with the clock running now at the 2:18 marker. Wideouts, you see them. Will be 2 here on the near side, 1 on far side. Double backfield, shotgun formation for your QB. Can he throw? Can he hand it off? He's going to keep it. It's a keeper. 40, 45. Hey, he's got that first down far side, does he not? Midfield or thereabouts?
He
Unless
does.
he stepped out. Great run.
Going to roll him just short of midfield, about at the 48. Good run there from the QB.
So that would set up a 1st and 10 for East. We're getting some new numbers in there for defense. We might want to call some of those as well.
Exactly.
And we're getting some bodies off the, coming off the bench that we're seeing right now. Numbers, we see Pruitt there on defense, number 10 right off the bat. And some other guys, Mr. Urso, Mickey Orso is number 23. So seeing some numbers for the Storm on defense. 1st and 10, as mentioned. Hand it off. Bouncing to his own man near side. Midfield 45. Knocked it about probably about the 40-yard line. Another good run that time for the Tomcats.
Jeremiah Brown, big carry. We saw the stiff arm there at the end. Great run there. Tomcats pushing it down the field pretty easily in this second half. Currently outscoring the Storm by 3 points. They could add it here.
And we're under a minute in this fast-moving third
Wow, that
quarter.
went fast.
We do move right along, don't we? With the running clock, it's real time.
Yeah.
So it's now, as we mentioned, 1st and 10, 40-yard line. Could be a passing set here. He's got 2 options on the left, 1 on the right. Twin backfield, shotgun for the QB. He will drop back and throw. It's a long one. He's going to overthrow his would-be receiver, but not by much. Great attempt that time. Incomplete, but that doesn't stop the clock. That's going to be our last play, it would appear to be, on a swiftly moving third quarter, if you might.
Exactly. East Aurora looking to push it down close to the end zone, but Kyle Corbin puts the straps on the Tomcats. Great play there yet again from the Storm defense.
That's it right there. That's your end of the third quarter. We knew it. In a third quarter that saw an 11-yard run by Mr. Clark and a field goal by Steinhofer, and that's it right there. At the end of 3 quarters of play, we'll say we'll take a quick timeout. For the record, it's 52-13, end of 3 quarters. We'll take this quick timeout. So we're back. We missed 1 play, incomplete pass. It'll set up a, well, actually a 3rd down now and 10 while we were 3rd and 10. It will set up here. Running clock, we're moving swiftly here, 52-13. You see the count.
Exactly. Tomcats lining up just inside midfield at about the 40. Let's see what they could do here. At least go home happy with some late action plays in the 4th.
Yeah, they played well on a swiftly third quarter there. They were in the action right there.
Looks like many of the starters, their night's over for the Storm. Jacob Sullivan,
Toss
Steinhofer.
here in the flat. Ooh, 40, 35, 30, spin move, 1st down and then some. Fall forward with the tackle about the 26-yard line. Nicely done. Let's catch that number down there if we can. Brown again, Jeremiah Brown.
Yep.
Brown got that. Looks like it would be 1st and 10 for them. Nice job by them. In a quarter, if you will, if this is possible, in a quarter, third quarter, they outscored the Storm.
Wow.
It's because it was our halftime score, of course, was your 49-6. It's now 52-13. So
Yeah,
it was a 6-3. If you might, in a swiftly played third quarter.
Came out strong with a touchdown early.
Brown again. Brown's got it. Dip-de-doo. Still moving. Scrapping. Will he go down? Yes, he will. He'll go down at about maybe the 19-yard line, maybe the 20. Nice job by him. Brown's really working hard. We lost a helmet there. Got to come out for a play. And it would set up there about a 2nd and 4 we will mark it just inside the 20-yard line. Clock moving at 9:35. Wide out. We'll have 2 in nature far side. I believe 2 in nature near side. Singular running back, shotgun formation. Let's see how they run it. Give it to Brown again, we would suggest. Take the, tall,
Nice snap
the
there.
handle. You're
Look
gonna
out.
run for your life now. Quarterback scampering, looking, can he throw? He's brought down. What a tackle. Brought down like a stallion almost.
Jabari Pruitt.
Whoa, Pruitt. He wrestled him down for about a 13-yard loss or thereabouts, depending on where they mark it. Went from the 19 to about the 30, maybe 11-yard loss.
Here we got the replay right here.
Oh, we
Let's
got
look
it.
at this high snap here.
Yeah, let's watch this replay. This is a great time to have the replay. Tall. Now watch this breakdown. Far side running. Whoa, man.
Wow, what a play,
That was
Jabari Pruitt.
Bring me down in the open land, if you
Yeah,
will.
getting the crowd into it.
Here we go, 3rd and 15, we'll call it. It is that, once again, the snap, looking to throw, long way down there. He might be open, it might be interference. It could be interference, I saw some bumps.
Some flag right at the
Defensive
1-yard
interference,
line.
It might be, you saw it there. We have the replay machine, we'd like to see that again. I'm not sure we do. That was quite a play there. It was in the air for a long time.
Yeah, Brian Cortez may be called for the
Here he is, got the
PI
replay.
here.
Watch this. Watch how long this is in the air. Here's where your contact is. And really, he's guarding without looking backwards at all. He's
Exactly.
forward facing, if you will.
Yeah,
So,
Jabari Pruitt with the pass interference. Tomcats going to move up the field.
They will indeed make it 1st and 10. We're going to call it the 15-yard line for the Tomcats. Good aggressive play here in the moving clock 3rd and 4th quarter for this squad. They'll have wideouts far and near side, 2 in nature again. They're ready to throw. Here's the snap. This one's a handoff. Open territory, mind you. Inside, about at the 5, maybe 6 or thereabouts. Good carry that time. Who carried that one that time?
Calderon yet again, another strong carry.
Montana. When in doubt, call Montana's name.
Yeah, it takes a lot to take him down to the ground. Great
So
play
that
there.
would be 2nd and 1. And it would be at about the 5-yard line, would it not?
It
Look
will
down
be,
there.
yeah.
Or maybe 5.5. So they can make a 1st down before they make a touchdown, if you mind. So exciting play here in the 2nd half, giving it a salute to East Aurora for not just laying down on the job here in the 2nd half. Let's see the snap, how we're going to do it. There's the snap. Quarterback keeper. He's in. It is a touchdown. Touchdown it is. Give that to Gabriel Hernandez, is it not?
It is, yep. Hernandez taking it into the end zone. Some good play late on in the game for the Tomcats. Good to see them enjoying, see the sideline and the coaches. They're loving the play of their quarterback. Great draw there to keep it. Good play calling from the coaching staff.
First score here in the 4th quarter. It's a 5-yard scallop by Hernandez with extra point to follow. 52-19, you see the score right there. So here we go. Boot up.
Through.
Looks like it's through, right through there. So congratulations. Tell me who that kicker was out there. I didn't see his
See who
number,
kicked
but
it through
it's
for the
52-20. And that's where we stand right there. 6:37 remaining on homecoming night here at South Elgin High School. We've had a fun time. Nicholas, thanks so much for joining us.
Oh, it was a great time. All the players having fun out there. They wouldn't lose on homecoming
No,
week.
not
They
a
wouldn't let
chance.
us. They wouldn't let us down like
Our
that.
thanks to Owen Stout and everybody involved in this cast that we had right here. Great crew up on top here with the cameras. Delighted that you joined us for football action. It's been a while since I've done a football game at Beacon Academy.
Yeah.
So it is always fun to be at Beacon Academy. And we appreciate the opportunity and a delightful night. That fireworks display, man, that
Oh
was
yeah,
big time.
fireworks, and the halftime show was good. The band doing a great job, and our cheer and dance team. South Elgin never fails to disappoint at a home game. Student section on point. Everything's looking good for the Storm.
Here this could be the short kick here. We'll see what they do. Oh, they'll boot it.
They'll
Line
boot it.
drive. This will stay in play. Be scooped up there about the 18-yard line. Return pass to 30.
Corbin, look out here.
35, falls forward about the 38-yard line. So nice return that was.
Kyle Corbin, number 17, junior, getting a nice carry for the special teams.
If your name's Kyle, you're going to do well tonight. Kyle Corbin with that one. That's Kyle. So clock running, 6:14. You see it tick. And it will be a first and 10 at their own 37-yard line. We called all the names here for the secondary crew in there. We leave anybody out on offense that you're seeing out?
Yeah.
Haven't mentioned. We're getting some bodies off the bench for us that you would see right there. So we'll check all those numbers.
Ari still in the backfield here at the running back position. Let's see what he can bring to the offense.
Hand off, quarterback, keeper. It's a keeper. Oh, fumble.
Oh, fumble.
It's a fumble, but it's
Good
down.
recovery
it was down. The knee was down. The fumble didn't happen there. So it's a good gain there it was for the Storm. So exciting play still continuing right here.
Alejandre, good job to get on the ball to not allow anything to happen. Even though he was down, good effort there for Alejandre. Look out for Kyle Corbin lined up on the left side here. Let's see if Downey looks his way.
Mohamed Hanif is our center at number 59. There's a snap. Hand off. Where is that football? Oh, good run that time. Shot
Ari.
at midfield, but nicely done. That's going to be
Gravis, big run there. Two big runs in this
Gravis.
game.
Yeah, he scored a touchdown earlier, so we called his name. So it's going to be a 2nd and 7 at well, actually we're further along than that. We are actually going to be now to 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line. Here's a pitch back. Can we turn the corner? Not really, but we do get cross midfield and pick up about 2+ yards or so.
That's really what we saw all night from the Storm's offense. Those pitch passes, the reads from the quarterback, and it worked out perfectly and grew their lead to over 30 points.
That's how it is. 2nd and 7 we are now. At 49-yard line of East Aurora. Snap. This conventional handoff. Oh, breaking away.
Good run
Get across the 45 to about the 43-yard line, and a nice scamper about 6 yards. Should have a 3rd down and short, we would think. Get close to that. See where they mark it officially. Mark it at about that 43. 3rd down and maybe a yard and a half, maybe 2. It will be on this play. As we wind down with the running clock at the 3:30 mark. Taking our time at the line. Here comes the snap. Man in motion. Quarterback hands it off. Cross the 40 to about the 37 for a 1st down for the Storm. Hernandez was the carry. Right hand handoff there, so he did well.
See Joey Cronin, number 75, lining up on the offensive line. He's done a great job blocking for his running backs.
And before that play takes place, we hear the whistle. We'll see what that is. Again, our thanks to everybody involved. Great show at halftime. Congratulations to South Elgin High School. Wonderful show. They were doing acrobatic stuff in our prime. We couldn't even think about that.
Exactly.
So it now will be a 1st and 10 at the 36. Hand it off. I do believe the first man through. He'll get across the 35-yard line. You hear the whistle. That's not going to stop the clock. We're counting down at 2:25 remaining in regulation. 52-20.
This was a big game for the Storm to come out and win. They want to have the momentum going into next week against a tough Glenbard South team. At Glenbard South, they got to go away, leaving home. So this has got to be feeling good for the offense of the Storm and the defense.
Keeper dish it off, though. It's a straight football, goes out of bounds. And the 20 points, if you might, is the 2nd most scored against them defensively, because 22, well, I'm thinking about that. No, it was 51-0, 22-6. It was 12 points for Larkin.
Yep.
So it's only 25 points of the year, so we almost matched that point total for the opposition.
Yeah, exciting to see the Storm come back from such a deficit early on as we see the fans all decked out
If you're
in their
watching
white.
tape delay, pick yourself out of the crowd.
Exactly.
Here we
Look
go.
out here.
Bad snap, ball on, goes back to the 40. We're at the 122 and counting mark. Again, this will end quickly. So, Nicholas, again, thanks for your work, and
No
you're
problem.
enjoying your junior year at high school, aren't you?
Thank you. I'm so glad to be doing this game with you. It was a great game. Chilly game, but it was still
It
a
was
fun
all right.
game.
And your gym teacher saw you at work, so you'll have something to tell her when you're in class.
Oh, yeah. Shout out Miss Mack.
Miss Mack, we appreciate that. 1 minute remain in the running clock. We might not get too many plays away here. We'll find out. It's 4th and 14, actually, as we chat. So let's look over the line. Shotgun formation, singular running back, a man in motion, actually. Hand it off. Who's got it? Zigzag. Everybody touched it.
Oh, good
Flung
tackle.
down there, and that's going to be a turnover on downs, which will not stop the clock. That potentially could be our final play of this tilt in a snappily played second half. To say the least, snappily played. As you know, it was 49-6 at halftime, and we end up 52-20 just like that. Congratulations to the Storm for another victory as they go 5-0 on the year.
Yep, Storm remain undefeated and stretch the streak to 17 in a row at home. Great play from the Storm. Good effort from the Tomcats. Put up a great fight early in the game and early in the second half. But too many points on the board for the Storm put this game away, and the Tomcats couldn't come back against the homecoming squad.
What a game it was for Kyle, old number 6.
Yeah, he had such a great game. Steinhofer, 4 touchdowns, had the whole second half, to get some rest, get ready for tomorrow in the dance. They wanted to give him a break. They knew he was doing it.
In oddity, numerically speaking on this game, the Storm outscores them 49-6 in the first half, but they're outscored 14-3 in the second half, but they still win by 32.
Exactly.
That
That's
doesn't happen
crazy.
every day. 52-20, our thanks. They're dancing in the aisle.
Look at that.
Dancing away. Homecoming dance begins early right here. Dance away, and there's a great scene right there. The camaraderie, the shaking of the hands. Another great homecoming game in the books here for South Elgin High School with that great final of 52-20. Any final thoughts from you, Nicholas?
No, just a great game, exciting way for the students to start their homecoming, and the Storm, as always, get the win. Great conference win and advance to 5-0 atop of the Upstate 8 Conference.
Our thanks to a great Beacon Academy crew, Owen and the troops, and we appreciate that very much.
Great
Bruce
job.
Shipyard, our photographer here, Mr. Farfan, his photos from the field as well. We appreciate everybody being aboard. A 52-20 victory it was for your Storm. They go 5-0 on the season so far with a big game next week, sir.
Oh yeah, Glenbard South, tough matchup. Let's see if they can continue their hot play and their hot momentum.
Our thanks to the PA man, Mr. Smith, as well. So we are out of here for Nick Martinez. Great job tonight, Nick. We're going to say so long. I'm Jeff Myers. We'll see you next time. Thanks for being aboard. Beacon Academy from South Elgin High School has brought you this action here tonight. We'll say so long, everybody.
Sports broadcast made possible by contributions from the following.
That was fun.
The Bear Family McDonald's, proud supporters of our community since 1967. Stop by one of their 30 area McDonald's restaurants today. Rosen Hyundai of Algonquin and Genesis of Algonquin. Looking for a brand new Hyundai or certified pre-owned? It's Rosen Express online buying made simple. Go to rosenhyundai.com or genesisofelgonquin.com. For all your heating or cooling needs, count on Custom Heating and Cooling of Chicagoland. Featuring sales, installation, and 24-hour emergency service, find them online at customheating.com. Custom Heating and Cooling, powered by Bryant, whatever it takes. Tom the Plumber, service and installations of the highest quality and craftsmanship. Tom the Plumber, honest and affordable. Visit Tom online at tomtheplumberinc.com. And Daryl Barnes Photography for portraits, family and graduation photos, sports team photos, and more. Contact Daryl Barnes Photography at darylbarnes.com.